Forgot to add myself here. Hey everybody, how you doing? What's going on? Happy Monday. We're on Monday. Yes, it is Monday. How you guys doing? Just checking. I was checking messages right before I went live, and that's why I didn't add myself. So I was just going over a quick thing. Man, so much happened today on this Monday. I really didn't expect to go live. I don't know where Tori is. I'm not sure if she's still live or let's take. Oh, hold on. Hold on. Wait. I'm echoing now. Well, that's good. There's not that much of a delay. That's good to see. I know Robbie's coming. So, sorry, I'm just seeing all this stuff in the feed now. This is crazy. Anyway, how are you guys doing? How is your day going? Hi, Kirsty Nunya. She didn't get a link. What do you mean? Yes, I did. I sent it to both you and Robbie. Hold on. I'll send it again. Tori. Yeah. Now two of your email. I don't even know. Hold on. Okay. And Robbie should have one too. Hold on. Hold on. What was going on here? I sent it. Let me send it again. Hold on. I need to get the link. All right. There you go. You should have it now. What is this? So Radis made up a fake panel for a fake show. I need a full screenshot of that if anybody wants to send that to me. I need to have the title in there. This is hilarious. But 1 second. See, things are happening like right now, peeps. I'm sorry. Give me 1 second. 1 sec. All right. Got it. DJ Radis is going to find himself in lots of trouble. Oh my goodness. Things are happening. 1 sec, guys. Hello? I'm live. Hi. Really? When did it start? Uh-huh. Oh, so that was like immediate that he sent that other. Okay. All righty. Confirmation. There we go. I'm live right now. Everybody can hear me. Hi. Robbie will be on. Bye. Oh, this is so funny. We just had to confirm, like that information, like most people don't do. Are you in? You sent the link to the wrong email. That's what it popped up. Never mind. I'll tell you later. Hold on. Let me get out of this now. Where are you at? Where am I at? I don't even know. Give me the screen. There she is. Hello?
Yes, you sent it to the Leatherwork email address, which you never send it to.
I know. Well, it popped up. It was really weird. Normally, if I hit T, your name will just pop right up, and it didn't. So I had to go T-O, and then both of them showed up. So I ended up sending it to both. But
no,
anyway.
It didn't send it to
See what happens when you're not here? I get all flustered.
Sorry.
So much stuff was still happening just now. Sheesh. Usually it calms down and, Anyway. Okay. I'm here. I'm with y'all. Sorry. Hello, everyone. Tori's here. Tori's back home, unfortunately, but she's here with us. Granny Kathy, Marla, Sheena, Jennifer W., Teresa, Bonnie, Bearded Fisherman, Tammy J, Crazy Lady, Non Badala, Kristen, Aussie Tina, Aussie. What's going so fast? Lisa, Dragonworks, Donna Hawkins, hello. Bearded, Christy Nanya, Sharon Freeman, Pace, John Cook, what is up? Trisha, Pam DeKaiser, Black Widow, Mary, hello. Hi, Lori. Rin, hello. Okay, oh my God, it's going so fast. Mr. Cairo, Megan, oh my goodness. Hello, Carol Crazy, John Caps, Paul Boyer, hello. DRD. Ed, what's going on? Ray Bound Crasher is here. Nine Tins. Oh my goodness, going so fast. Scampy Girl, pull 'em up. Oh, do we have some? Pull 'em up for you tonight. Toma! What, Tori?
I was talking to Ollie.
Okay.
Ollie. Stuff on the TV to mount the TV up.
Oi. What's going on? Robbie, hello. Good, you're just in time. Get your hellos in.
Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. Oi.
Pabs, what's going on? Pabs, honey, I think you came late the other day. We got your package. We received it. We were thanking you.
Pabs, I love the canter. I love the canter, Pebs. Thank you.
It was awesome. I have this beautiful necklace here.
I love
thank
the
you so much. Thank you so much. But we did talk about it the other day. I guess you got here late. I'm sorry, and I don't know if you went back and listened, but thank you so much. Beautiful gifts. Very, very, very thoughtful. Oh, okay, she knows.
Okay, let's get right down to business here. Okay, let's debunk this right now.
Wait. What part are you debunking?
Oh my God, this CashApp, and I'll tell you exactly. I'll tell you exactly who it is and everything because I just looked it all up.
Yep.
So,
Yep. Now hold on here. Let me help you there. So they've been putting out this CashApp, right? And I figured I knew who it was because Nightmares was in Tug's chat going, "Let me tell you a story about Gator Boy." Right? And the next
let
thing
me tell you a story about
Nightmares.
how do we say it politely? Piece of shit.
Well, yeah, that's true. But here, hold on. So Tug ran with that. He got the email. The whole email thing was like done on his channel and whatnot. And he sent them the story. Next thing you know, Jeremy comes out with this thing last night showing 2 cash apps, right? From someone, and it was in their activity from 2020. I almost went 19 from 2021. So, Robbie, those 2 cash apps, I'm going to ask you straight up. The first one, I'm going to actually go backwards as far as the dates go. The first one he showed, because it was listed on top, was September 24th, 2021, to you for $90. Who was that from?
That was from James Greer. And that is Nightmares.
Right. Okay. And on that, it said it was for the Lemur Palooza, correct?
That was for Lemur Palooza. Lemur Palooza was started on the 21st of September, and it was started by Mickey from Storage Brats.
Yep.
And Troy from Barbecue Guy. Yep. And KT Treasures.
Right.
So money was collected to buy the fence I helped put up at the end of November or December.
Yeah, and all those fences and all the fence that's laying there, the panels.
Yeah. Okay.
Which I spent over about $9,000 on.
Okay, so that was he sent you $90 on September 24th, 2021, and it says it's
for Lemur Palooza for what he sold.
Let's jump back. There was another payment there that he sent you, and it didn't have anything on it. And it was from a month prior to that. It was dated August 22nd, 2021 for $1,000. And who was that from?
That was from James Greer. That is Nightmares. And that's for stuff he bought in my auctions.
Okay. So he led people to believe that he sent you $1,090 for a lemur palooza, which was for building limitations.
Lies.
Yeah.
August 22nd wasn't even Lemur Palooza.
Lemur Palooza started September 21st or something?
21st. Yes.
A month later.
And he had nothing to do with Lemur Palooza. He just jumped in and did a small segment on his auctions, raising a little bit of money for me. The $1,000 he sent the month before was stuff he bought off our auctions.
Right.
So guess what? Debunked.
Debunked. Debunked. God, you know how many times we debunked nightmares already? Like years ago, we debunked nightmares. Years ago.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. We got lots of debunking tonight, and it's a really good debunk coming because I got this news today, right? And then of course, 5:30, whatever this moron puts a video out daily. There you go.
There's Mickey. Lemur Palooza was a single day benefit auction.
And it was in September of that year, correct?
September 21st.
Oh, so you say I can go unpack my suitcase and tell you exactly when it was because my Lemur Palooza shirt is in my suitcase that I brought down.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah. Yep.
Take a picture of it.
How funny is it that the guy was hurt that he wasn't really involved in it too much?
Maybe you guys should look into what scumbags tell you that they did when it's not true.
Yeah.
Yes, Tricky. Awesome. That was cute.
No one's ever contacted me to vet anything. I can tell you that.
Yeah, maybe you guys should vet some stuff because I sent Tori a link to the segment that was Storage Brat's channel. All right, Tori, Mickey sent it to you.
Awesome.
So lies, nothing but more lies. Spin stuff and see where you land, you fat-tongued piece of shit.
Oliver.
Tell us how you really feel. Well, listen, he lied so much more today. I mean, everything was a lie as usual, but it just amazes me how, like, for instance, he's been saying I tried to make a deal with him, right? He came out with that same shit again. And I can't believe, like, I was just telling Robbie before, I said, you know what amazes me is that,
man, that came off.
Usually there's some part of a story that has something.
Ed, I'm so wound up right now. I'm fit to be tied.
But there's not much of a story that.
Deborah, I just read the receipts.
What?
I just read the receipts, Deborah.
Robbie, do you have receipts? Those are his receipts.
That's my receipts. I'm reading them.
Screenshot it. Is what they want you to do is open it up and screenshot it.
I don't open. I don't.
Look, Robbie, I was on the phone with Robbie before this, and I asked him. I said, "Go look up your Cash App from this date and go find out who it was."
I can't tell.
And
I just told you who it was, and it's James Greer, who is Nightmare.
Many people here can confirm that that's him.
And Mickey can tell you that's him.
Anyway.
Kimberly Williams, if you're sitting in the back, can you hear me?
I hear you.
But anyway, so lots of lies today. Lots of lies.
Oh, no, no way. They wouldn't tell lies.
Well, I know, but you know what I was trying to say? I was even saying it to Robbie earlier. I was like, you know what? Even when he comes out with something, there's some kind of truth or something happened and he'll just spin it, right? Completely out of nowhere. This bullshit about me trying to come to him with, a deal, wanting a deal. And obviously I figured out it has something to do with Bruce's and I's conversations or recordings or something.
Hold on, wait a minute. Mickey just said something there. Look what Mickey said. I missed it.
And also, I'm not mistaken. There should have been a check. Oh, hold on. I was going to bring this up, or I left it alone. A check that was handed to you on a live at the back door of the farm when we all were down there. Okay, this is from him.
Exactly, Mickey. Exactly.
Yep, there is that video. I remember that. I thought it was going to be about the PayPal that got shut down.
Exactly.
That was.
Yeah, Mickey. No, and if you go back in my videos, you can see all that, and you can see even everything we went and bought and spent the money on. And
right.
Mickey knows it. KT knows it. Troy knows it.
Yeah. So, okay, let's give this a minute then, and I'll get into it because Robbie is heated right now.
You think?
Uh-huh.
Oh, I'm just sick of the lies, man. All he does is lie.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was trying to say is that usually he'll take something that happened and he'll spin it. But like the thing about me with Bruce is an absolute 100% made up bullshit story. I mean, completely 100% made up. Like,
this story, all he did was take something that went on and spin it to his narrative. Yeah. But when James sent me the $1,000, that was in August 22nd. That was a whole month before we did Lemurpalooza, before Mickey, Troy, and KT Treasures did Lemurpalooza.
Well, the funny thing about Nightmares, who's probably trying to get views and, subscribers, because we all know that he's bought shit and subscribers before, but he bullshits people all the time. He was being accused of never sending out stuff that people bought. He was being accused of a lot of stuff years ago.
Oh, listen. Wait a minute. Stop right there what you're saying. Hey, Mickey, how many complaints did you get where people never received?
Robbie, wherever you are, you're going in and out.
Yeah, I know you won't drink it now.
Mickey.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay.
Mickey, how many times, Mickey, did you get complaints from people who bought stuff from Nightmare's thing for Lemurpalooza that he never sent the items out?
And when he did, they got cockroaches.
Well, those are the ones that people never received him.
Yep. I mean, I know one person who actually had to have his whole place like fumigated because he bought a bunch of stuff from him that he ended up getting, but he didn't open right away. And
they got filthy clothes.
Someone got filthy clothes to someone.
Hey, Mickey, a lot.
Yeah, a lot. Nightmares is not really, and he was like, he got mad at Penguin and removed her as a mod because she stopped showing her boobies to him.
Yeah. Really? Yeah. Oh, yeah.
When he was sitting in his chair stroking his meat to her while his wife was behind him and didn't know what was going on.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Edwin told me that himself.
My youngest grandchild is in shock.
Oh,
I'm telling you, some of these people are real,
Ollie said
Sorry.
Ollie, please. Ollie has seen and heard worse. Ollie's like, this is some juicy tea.
I don't like it.
This is the stuff that just went on.
And Kimmy told us about that.
Yeah, Kimmy did.
Yeah, I'm not into drama, but I like listening about it.
Exactly. So, so this guy's all of a sudden now trying to make himself relevant. He's changed everything he's done on his channel. I don't even know what the hell he's doing now. But yeah, this guy is a piece of work. And it's amazing how Jeremy pulls all these people that are willing to lie and make up shit for his own narrative. And let me tell you, he was lying his ass off today. And and I'm bringing him up first before I tell you anything about the judge's orders, because moron over there still, after the judge put out orders today, let this video go. And I'm like, are you kidding me? You're going to make yourself look more ridiculous with everything that you're saying. based on what the judge said today? You're still going to allow that video to go out? Obviously, he doesn't give a shit. He doesn't care because these orders came out before 4 o'clock, or I think the last one was like 4:09 or something. So anyway, I'm just going to go over what they spoke about today. I don't even know where to start because I have it on different pieces of paper here. So
I'm just laughing at the stupidity, Pebs. It is so
it's so
stupid.
ridiculous what's happening. But
listen, Lisa just called me a little while ago and asked me to look up all this stuff. And Lisa just called me a little while ago and asked me to look up all this stuff. So I was looking up this stuff, and I called Mickey and verified everything in here with Mickey and what the date for Lemurpalooza was and everything. And then I know that on August 22nd is when the whole month before is when he bought stuff in our auction.
Oh, where do you want to put
all right. So Jeremy today, I'm just going to go over things he said. It's in no order because I'm out of order with my papers. Jeremy is now claiming that we said Michelle wrote a sign. That I said Michelle wrote one of the signs.
No, you didn't.
I know. I'm like, what?
No, never.
Oh, where's he getting that crap from? Oh, but they got it all. They got it all. It's going to court. Really?
I do think he's a liar.
Said that she wrote the signs ever because she didn't write the signs. So that's a lie right there. He's still claiming I'm trying to make a deal. He's literally lying about everything. And then he starts and he has Martha googly eyes. My God, if she wasn't on something today, I don't know, because our eyes look like she was ready to pop out of her head. I mean, she was like stone cold. Like, I couldn't believe when I first turned it on. But anyway, so he's literally lying about everything, and I'm daring him right now to bring out the proof that I ever attempted to contact him or his legal team, because it is a freaking lie. I dare you, dude. And if you're lying that badly, that is defamation against me, and I'm going to get your ass for it. I'm going to get you for that, along with everything else you're lying about. You are lying through your teeth. You have nothing on me. Nothing.
I've got other stuff I got to plug in back.
So I dare him to bring that forward. I mean, I triple whatever dare you. Bring it forward. You have no proof of nothing. It's not happening. Never happened. Lie.
The lies these guys tell is just disgusting.
Yeah, and George is just going along with them like they have the proof. She has so George is lying right there with them. There is no proof because it did not happen. So, I mean, and she's little, you have to see her going along with him. Then she called me a terrorist. She called me a terrorist. And then Germ had to jump in and try and straighten out what she meant by terrorist. No, asshole. She called me a freaking terrorist. If you can't train her properly to speak before she goes live or edit your videos, then she's going to go down spewing the bullshit that you told her to say.
Does she know?
Because I find it amazing how you're making her talk your shit when you're normally the one that's talking. Okay, you're not going to get out with like plausible deniability here because she said it and you didn't. That's not happening. You two are one of a kind, and you're doing it together. You're both going to go down together. Okay, it's that simple. So she's lying around off now too. So then what else is going on? The attorney for civil cases. Oh, she's saying, George turns around and starts saying that, you know, the attorneys, they can't appoint you attorneys for civil cases and blah, blah. You know what? You might have a point there, but I'm going to show you something afterwards. Wait, we'll get back to that. But she tries to portray that Shara Michelle, the lying, spinning, dirty deleter, will provide you with the truth before Chuli's ever will. This is the person who you put into Michelle's life as a mole who pretended to be her friend. And you're saying you got all this info from Jamie, who you guys call the meth addict? I find all this very humorous Okay, none of you people and your little minions are credible at all with anything, and they will be discredited in a courtroom. 100%. And guess how they'll be
Tori,
discredited?
mute your
By
mic, Tori.
you, Germ. By you and every word you've ever said. You're going to be the one that discredits all of them. Okay? So there's that part of that. There's more. Hang on, I got to flip the page. So then George, of course, leave it to George to start bringing up the child now. Now they're going over the paperwork that Michelle and John filed in the court case. And they're like laughing at it. They're mocking at it. Look, they're in a court case. They have to provide proof. They have to provide what their statement means. And that's what they're doing. And you're laughing, you're mocking people with health problems. You're mocking fat people. You're mocking people that have a big nose. You're mocking Jewish people. You are mocking everybody you freaking can. But yet last night you sat there with a whole bunch of people who fit the mold for everything you've ever mocked, standing behind you, smashing glasses like they're drinking beer and getting high, which is something you don't also promote. And meanwhile, you're doing nothing but lying your asses off. Lying your asses off where these people are literally like going along with you and they don't even know the truth. They're probably listening to Germ's bullshit. And Martha just agreeing with him. At least, I'm giving her some kind of credit that she's really not making it up herself. I'm believing he's doing it all. But now, I don't know. That's how I don't know if she's making shit up. I don't know who's doing it. But it's one or both of them doing it. But either way, they're both playing the damn cards that they're playing. Okay, so she brings up the child again. She starts talking about Michelle's disability. Going on and on and on about how much money they made and how she's using the child to get certain benefits from the government. Well, isn't it kind of funny how Michelle, because obviously she just got an increase. It says it right there. George spewed it out. She got an increase. The child is now 5. She has had the child since birth. So you're claiming that Michelle is using the child to get benefits. But meanwhile, those benefits haven't existed until the child's now 5, which an increase just happened like a month or so ago. So what exactly are you talking about? You are making up and spewing a bunch of bullshit, George, and it's coming out of your fucking mouth. And you're the one that's doing it. You're assuming a whole bunch of shit. Ever heard that assuming makes an ass out of you? Yeah. Well, you're being proven to be an ass. And let me tell you something. When I get done with the orders that came out today, your entire video today makes you both look like freaking fools. Debunked, debunked, debunked. As Jeremy in the video today keeps flipping his shirt, debunked out. Anyway, George made a ton of defamation claims today against many. Okay, she really did. And like I said, making George talk is not going to get him any kind of plausible deniability in any of it. This is Jeremy literally claims that Michelle and John make more money than he does. George claimed that Michelle and John make more money than she does. As she went over their, Social Security benefits, which really is nobody's freaking business. And if that's the case and she feels it's okay to go ahead and do that and shout it out to the planet, I cannot wait till Jeremy has to show his financials and proves that he makes not a dollar, that he doesn't take a check. So you know why? Because everything he does, he writes it off as a business expense or whatever. That's what he does. So I guess, George, your sister was 100% correct when she told Guapo that your boyfriend, partner, fiance, whoever the hell he is to you, pays you less than minimum wage. So she was correct when she said that to Guapo. And you're trying to prove that. How are you living? How are you able to get a $700,000 mortgage on an Ohio home that you don't even live in if you have no income? Are you telling me that Michelle and John on their income can go and get a $700,000 mortgage on a house? Who do you think you're lying to? I mean, think about it. Who are these people lying to? Jeremy and George bought that house together. Both of them on the mortgage. A month after it was purchased, George quitclaimed it for the amount of the mortgage to Jeremy. Almost a year later, he went and put that in a trust under his name. It's public record. Go look at it. These people are lying their asses off while trying to destroy people that have way less than them. Trying to tell all his fans that these people who have less than them make more money than he does. You've got to be joking me. How anybody is falling for this crap is beyond me. But guess what? If the courts get that far, they are going to see exactly what he makes. And yes, you can put everything under your business. You can write all of it off. But let me tell you, these two are actually flying high, being able to fly and drive everywhere and do this and do that and say it's all because of what they're doing for work. That's their excuse. So that's how they're getting away with living their life, because it's all under the business. They don't get a check. She only makes this much money. Well, supposedly she makes the money off the T-shirts. They've been selling a whole lot of T-shirts, haven't they? Supposedly she makes the money off the auctions. Well, they've been selling, what did he say? 25,000 lots in the past 6 months? You're right, George. Videos don't lie. Anyway, so I'm just trying to, put the truth out there. I mean,
go, Lisa, go. Go, Lisa, go.
That's fun. We're not idiots here. And no one is an idiot except these morons trying to make these people think that. People get, if they like them, fine, great. They like their storylines, whatever. They like their storage units. That's great. They're not, most people aren't putting every video together in a timeline like I have, because this guy lies so much and it's literally spelt out. Let me tell you something. If you could see all this stuff on a big ass chalkboard right in front of you, you would be freaking stunned.
What's up, Thomas Collins?
And the bullshit that has been spun from these people in 5 years. You would be completely stunned when it's laid all out in front of you. And guess what? That's what Polymop is. So you go ahead and claim that you got everything that's been deleted from Polymop when the only thing you ever saw in Polymop was your shockingly shocked idiot with a crown on his head. That was removed. And just the crown is there now. You know why? Because it's Polymop. I'm so glad you brought that to the judge's attention. Because the judge is going to see it. Maybe even before anybody or any one of us walk into a courtroom. Just saying.
Keep spinning your little lies and everything, because we all know, buddy. We all know. And guess what? He has risen.
Yes.
Amen. Moses.
Moses.
Oh, my God.
Anyway, so then there's this other feeling. Oh, that was pretty much it. Let's hope.
Thank you for this, God.
Yeah. I just, if anybody watched the video today, you got wait till I tell you what happened in court today, because I don't think his tude is the same after knowing what the judge ordered today, because it seems like all of a sudden Megan and Tug are really upset, and now I think the judge is out of his mind all of a sudden. But by the end of that video, with their stupid ass debunking, laughing about what the judge is going to say about all this. Oh, well, I'm going to tell you what the judge had to say. But what I can tell you is this video today, literally the judge smacked him in his face. And all it proved is he and George are 100% obsessed with John Cook, Lynette Michelle Preston, however you want to say it, George. She's not denying who she is. And Harley Grace. They are 100% obsessed. Between the notes that she wrote down all before doing this live, everything else, they are 100% obsessed and live this daily. They live this. Okay? They're the ones that are doing the harassing, the stalking, the drive-bys. There are 7 videos today of him driving by, laughing and screaming out loud and stuff like that by their house. 7.
And that's a sicko.
This is on a daily basis, guys. This is what they do daily, aside from unboxing shit and putting things, in some kind of organization thing at the schoolhouse. That's what they do every day. while John and Michelle are trying to live their life, fix their life up, you know, their property, their barn, their, you know, all the things that they have to do, their doctor's appointments, everything else. These people, this family is trying to live their life peacefully. And it's not just Germ driving by. It's Germ, it's Radis, it's Travis, it's people driving by to see Tubetown, to look at the property, see where Michelle lives. There's all kinds of traffic on that street now. And it's not just from her camera seeing it, all the neighbors see it. They see what's going on. Okay? It's bullshit what's going on. So let's I also before I even go to that, with the whole big bullshit thing about them going over Michelle's money and stuff like that, I was actually sent an email. I'm not going to say who it was from, but they kind of put it all together because George obviously does not know how to add properly, okay? She did some kind of funny math, all right? So Michelle and John, I just want to make note of this if anybody did watch their video. Michelle and John would not file a combined forma pauperis form. But if they did, here are the available numbers, which don't add up to $4,000 a month as per Martha. Okay? They filed separately since they are single people for Martha's information. Just saying. All right? So Michelle's total would add up to $1,526.70 monthly or $18,300 annually. That's less than minimum wage. Okay? John...
18,300.
Yeah. John is $1,562 monthly, which is $18,700. Okay. Combined is $3,088.70 if she wants to nitpick, Martha, that is. All right. Who knows what they make at the market, which is probably very little, which is true because they just redid their market and they had donated and gifted a whole bunch of stuff to sell to increase, and help with their family. Right? It's none of anybody's freaking business what's going on here. How would you like me coming into your house and calculating every dime that you bring in? Jeremy doesn't have the right to do that, neither does George. Okay? So, anyway. So, what else does it say? Hold on. And Martha seems to think that a U card is a government benefit, which it is not. It's more akin to a rebate or a leverage coupon with the United Healthcare plan, if Michelle and John even have one. Okay, so and then there's timestamps to what she said. So Martha's bullshit, but she lied. She added an extra $1,000 to the dollars today, and she's talking about stuff that she actually has no clue. Like she even said, she only had 2 conversations with Michelle on her property when she went there to get bird feed or chicken feed, whatever, food for her chickens. Also, on Georgie Coop show this morning, apparently they're buying into the whole Bruce's are in Armenia, and the 3D printed flea is an image from the interwebs. I'm like, okay, well, Jimmy, listen, in that picture of the original flea that was made, there's a Get Swamp bracelet on the wrist. So it must have spent a lot of time around with 20 hours.
What now?
And the picture of the original flea they're trying to say is a picture from the interweb, like it's not real, it's not something that we made or something like that.
Right.
Which we didn't. Stacy
and
did.
there's a Get Swamp bracelet on Stacy's wrist.
Yeah. Anyway.
So that's just from the internet. Oh, yes, you guys are so smart.
Yeah, but this is Coop and whatever that chick is. She's the one that sounds like she has marbles in her mouth. That chick. The one who claimed to have the fly on the wall at the courthouse. All right, so this is now, okay, I'm getting down to the court stuff. Now I'm going to read what happened in court, okay? So let me start with Doc 28. Let me push this up here. Oh, I'm sorry. My malachite lion is in the way. Excuse me. Can you move for a sec? Thank you. Okay. It was blocking the screen. Order 28. Okay. So here is the 28 order. Is it showing? Oh, it just popped back into. There we go. All right. let me make this full screen. Okay. Now, if I just do that and come up a little bit, yeah. Let's see. How much further can I go so y'all can see it clearer? Clearer. Okay. So this is a referral and order. This is answering Bruce's. I think this is Bruce. Okay. Yes. This is an order from the judge. Upon consideration of the foregoing, it is ordered this 21st day of April 2025. Defendant Bruce Maskin has.
So you can use my truck.
What, Robbie?
Not that I was telling Z.
Defendant Bruce Maskin has filed a motion seeking 21 days to file a response to plaintiff's amendment complaint, Doc 27. For good cause shown, Defendant Maskin's motion is granted, and his response to plaintiff's amended complaint is due 21 days after the amended complaint is filed. That's it. Short and sweet. So Bruce is granted 21 days after Shockit refiles the amended complaint. Okay? So that's what's granted to Bruce. All right, so now we're going to go to the next order, which Michelle and John filed documents as to the default issue because they didn't respond. All right, this is lawsuit 2. Lawsuit 2, Pandora. All right, so we're going to share this one now. And we're going to come in closer so you can see. Let's see. All right. Go up a little bit. Up a little bit. All right. Make it so it's clear for you guys. Okay. So this one here is an order. This was today. Defendants John Cook and Lynette Preston were personally served with plaintiff's complaint on March 24, 2025. See Docs 19 and 20. Accordingly, their responsive pleadings were due on April 15, 2025. That deadline passed. Neither Defendant Cook nor Defendant Preston responded or otherwise appeared in the case. Plaintiff moved for entry of default. Entry of default. Guys, just remember this breaking news thing that Jeremy came out with the other day, that it was a default. You know, he was winning all this money. And Megan and them jumped on it. It was like, woohoo, tug, you know. Anyway, just remember that. And I told you guys it was not a default. You know, Germ thought I was lying or some shit. But that's why I say don't listen to Germ law, okay? Anyway, plaintiff moved for entry of default, Doc 21, and clerk of court entered default under Federal Rules of Civil Procedures 55A against defendants Cook and Preston on April 17, 2025, which is Doc 22. On April 18, 2025, defendants Cook and Preston moved to set aside the default and requested 21 days to file responsive pleadings to plaintiff's amended complaint with a footnote of 1. Hold, please. Whoops. Plaintiff's amended complaint has not yet been filed. See Doc 17. Okay, so that was the footnote there. Defendants Cook and Preston claim good cause exists to set aside the default because they are indigent, proceeding pro se, and involved in several other lawsuits with the plaintiff. Defendants Cook and Preston state that they lost track of the date that they were served. They also state they are not ignoring this or trying to avoid responding, and that they intend to defend against plaintiff's claims. A district court may set aside an entry of default for good cause in Federal Rules of Civil Procedure 55C. And also, you could see he cited Methodist Episcopal Church Inc. versus Ward. You can check that out. But where it says a district court may set aside an entry of default only if the defaulting party can prove a good reason for the district court to do so. Good cause warrants a case-by-case analysis, including consideration of the following: A, whether the default was culpable or willful; B, whether setting it aside would prejudice the adversary; C, whether the defaulting party presents a meritorious defense; D, whether there was a significant financial loss to the defaulting party; and E, whether the defaulting party acted promptly to correct the default. And there's another site casing right there. Let's see. Yeah, no, remember, there's another cited case here, setting aside an entry or default when there's only minimal delay, no willfulness or prejudice shown, and the party asserted a potentially meritorious defense in the case. Defaults are generally disfavored as there is a strong policy of determining cases on their merits. And with another case citing. So the court finds good cause for setting aside the entry of default against defendants Cook and Preston. Here, there is no evidence that their failure to file a responsive pleading was culpable or willful, Doc 23 at 1 and Doc 24 at 1. Only one day after the clerk of court entered default, defendants Cook and Preston appeared in the case and moved to set aside default. Thus, defendants Cook and Preston acted promptly to correct the default. Additionally, there is no evidence that setting aside the entry of default would result in any prejudice to plaintiff. Several other defendants do not appear to have been served yet, although he'll tell you 8 people still have to answer. No, I don't think so, Germ. So several other defendants do not appear to have been served yet, and plaintiff is in the process of preparing an amended complaint that has yet to be filed. See Doc 17. Although defendants Cook and Preston have not yet filed a responsive pleading in the case, any response to the original complaint would be quickly superseded given the forthcoming amended complaint. Finally, so what'd you say today, Germ? Yeah. Finally, there is no indication that defendants Cook or Preston suffered a significant financial loss in conjunction with the default. For these reasons, the court finds good cause to set aside the entry of default. Accordingly, it is ordered that defendants Cook's and defendant Preston's motions to set aside default, Doc 23 and 24, are granted. And the clerk of court is directed to set aside the entry of default against defendants Cook and Preston, Doc 22. And there's a footnote here, but I think I should do it more there. Okay. The footnote here, because defendant Hughes has neither appeared nor moved to set aside the default entered against her, Doc 22, the clerk's default remains in effect as to defendant Hughes, which I'm pretty sure is going to be changed based on this. Okay. But, we have to wait and see. Anyway, so this is granted, and the court is directed to set aside the entry. Defendants Cook and Preston must respond to plaintiff's amended complaint within 21 days after the amended complaint is filed, done in order this 21st day of April 25. Okay, and there's a footnote there saying, the plaintiff is reminded that since defendants Preston and Cook are proceeding pro se at this time, they are not registered in the CM-ECF system, and pleadings must be served on them via U.S. The certificate of service shall reflect the date on which plaintiffs served defendants Preston and Cook via U.S. mail. So basically now everybody has 21 days, I think Helm does as well, to respond after Shockett refiles his complaint. That's how it is. And Marla just has to respond to hers, and she'll probably get the same thing. So that is what the judge has ordered. So not only is he debunked, but he's kind of been stupefied, like, yo, you're stupid. And this order came out this afternoon. So the fact that he even allowed that video to come out today makes him look like the biggest idiot I've ever seen in my life. Okay? He knew this order came out. He could have stopped putting that video out. He didn't have to put a video out. He could have put a storage unit video out. But yeah, so I'm sorry, but the magistrate debunked the germ. Okay? And not only did he debunk the germ in several ways with these two motions today, because Bruce, he went on about Bruce, he went on about Michelle, and then George just took the floor and literally went off on everybody, defaming everybody. So guess what? She's definitely added to all these suits, man. This is hilarious. I was like, this is just wow. So anyway, she went on about the fact that they asked for,
Oh, wait a minute. Wait just one moment. And Jeremy, just in case you're going to take that video down, it's already been copied. Lisa's already done that.
Oh, yeah, I did that as it was playing. Yeah, it's all good. He tried to edit the one with when George walked off on him when he talked about suing her family. He tried to edit that an hour ago. It was already done. The second he ended his live, I went, stop recording. I had it. I get it.
And he edited it that night.
Yep, within like an hour and a half, I want to say. Yeah, he edited it.
Yeah, within an hour.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, okay. So then I get sent this. And I didn't even look to see if it was on the case because I see it in email. So I'm just going to read it from the email I have. But they went off on saying, she's asking for them to provide a lawyer's, because she's saying nobody wants to come to Otter Creek or nobody wants to represent them in whatever ways that George is saying, right? So this is what I get sent in the U.S. District Court of Florida in the Hales versus Preston case. Oh, please, rating. Okay, so there is a doc number to this. Doc number 30. Doc tech. Defendant Cooks and defendants Preston's motions requesting court appointed counsel, docs 2526, are denied in part to the extent that the court will not appoint an attorney to represent them, and granted in part to the extent that the court directs. Now, this is what's good here. So you listen, Georgie Porgy, listen to this, okay? You ready? The court will not appoint an attorney to represent them, and granted in part to the extent that the court directs the clerk of court to issue a notice to all attorneys registered with the court's electronic filing system and published on the court's website. The notice soliciting a volunteer attorney to represent defendants Preston and Cook, signed by Magistrate Judge Zachary Bolitho on 4/21/2025.
So the judge is saying that he can't court order a attorney because of the fact that it's a civil case.
Correct.
But he is putting out a plea for any attorneys to come represent them.
Yeah.
On the court's website.
Yeah.
And also to all the lawyers that get emails from the court.
Yep.
Very interesting.
Isn't that interesting? So
Very.
You guys, just your opinion, okay? Even the chat, but I want to be, Tori, if you don't want to answer, that's fine, but it is your opinion. Do you think Judge Bolitho, Magistrate Judge Bolitho, is now finally seeing what Bruce has been trying to point out all along?
I think he's been reading Bruce's thing and going through all Bruce's evidence, and some things are coming to light.
Yep. That's
that
what
this
I
is
think.
all done for YouTube content. Pull 'em up.
Pull 'em up, pull 'em up, pull 'em up. Do. Uh-huh. Yep. I don't think Tori's going to give us a response. She's muted right now.
She's muted.
I'm muted again. I tried talking earlier, and I don't guess you didn't hear me.
No, you were muted.
No,
Sorry.
I had unmuted.
I was reading. Now I can look at the chat.
No, before you were reading.
I had papers everywhere with notes.
Oh,
How? I was like, wow.
that is good.
When I saw that, I was like, wow. I would click and press and file a motion without they can file a motion pro se. What do you mean?
And
and the other thing was,
Bruce
we know
can
Bruce
still,
wrote this for them. We know Bruce wrote this for them. Look at this.
and he's allowed to.
They're out of place, and that's a wrong thing. I know, dude. This ain't the freaking movies. Anybody can help anybody, right? If they know something or they know how to put something, anybody can help somebody file a document in a court system. Sometimes you have to say who helped you, and sometimes you don't. It all just depends. This is not the freaking movies. And just because he's a lawyer, he told the judge he was going to be helping them. He's not disappearing from them. It's in his freaking motion. Everything's illegal to Jeremy. The guy lives in his own freaking
It's
world.
not illegal for him to help them.
I know. There's no law against it at all. That's right, expiration date. Yep. So from what I understand, right before going live, Megan and Doug are losing their shit over what the judge said today. Oh, that's not fair. No, what's not fair was what happened in the first case that's still ongoing. And the judge is making sure it does not happen in the second one. Because he knows what he's getting ready to see on that end of it. The judge already called it shotgun pleadings, I think it was. Mm-hmm. Which are always deemed to be frivolous. And he even pointed that out in his footnote to Shockit. After reaming Shockit when he last saw him in person on April 3rd. Just saying. And, you know, now the judge is being questioned because he's not paying attention to the case, which Bruce is the one that pointed out. 2 mic drop motions. And
I never see his face, thank God.
I'm pretty sure he's paying attention. I just cannot wait to see this proof that he's like so adamant. I mean, he completely made up this whole freaking thing with me. Completely made it up. And, you know, I mean, then today he turns around and says that I said Michelle wrote one of the signs. Absolutely 100% not true. 100% not. I believe I'm the one who, you know, showed the proof we had that she didn't. Idiot. He's just lying. Lying. Randy needs to refrain from any arguments. Yeah, well, Randy's in trouble. I'm sorry, but no one helped me write the motion or request for representation. I can write simple things like that, but absolutely agree. I am not an attorney and do not do good at trying to be. Well, that's why a lot of people are not attorneys, Michelle.
Listen, Lynette, I could never do it, so...
Yeah, George thinks she can, though, apparently. But George is lying to the court. She lied in the court in Ohio. Oh, and now, like, there's so many third-party bullshit things going on with the court in Ohio. I cannot wait to speak to the judge in Ohio. So if you're going to add me to that or try to, bring it. Bring it. I'm no dope. I know how to get the details out there. I've done it before. N1. Just saying.
I would have wrote, please hold.
Are they whining? I didn't check. I was just told that they were. Videos don't lie. You're right. And I'm telling you guys, every ounce of evidence against him is his videos. Or Walmart's videos. He brought up Walmart today. He tried to actually state that the cameras in Walmart were more for him and against John than anything else. That they're not trying to weaponize, you know, their protection order. That's
You're
bullshit.
the one who ran up to a man who was at the register.
Exactly. I have George clearly saying how hard it is to try and get them on camera doing it. Now let him go find that video and delete it real fast. Too late. Already got it. George foams at the mouth and says the wrong things. And he didn't remove it, and he should have. And it proves that they try to set them up. She totally said something, and maybe he didn't catch it, but wow that he didn't, because I sure as hell did. I was like, we just got her right now setting them up. She totally admitted it. Yep. So, you're right, George. Videos don't lie. Videos do not lie. What are they going to do? Try and claim it's AI? I don't think so. YouTube subpoenas. Just saying. Just like they admitted on video stalking Russ. Yeah, that's... I guess they think because he's a public figure they can. I don't know. Hey, Suzanne. I could not either hugs and blessings show. Let me see. We got some super chats. Let me go back and see because I missed them. Sean Martin did absolutely nothing for them. No, he didn't. I don't think they did. He did. He appeared in court one time, and that was it. And all I heard about that was Germ mocking him about how fat he was, or something like that. Thank you, Nine Chins. Here we go. Kim Shu, thank you so much. Sent the 1999 super chat. Donna Hawkins sent a super chat. Didn't Germ say he didn't sign a whatnot contract? He said that of his video yesterday that he needed 200 more new buyers so he can sign a new contract. I don't know. What I can tell you about that whatnot contract is bullshit. I don't believe it at all. I think he's lying. Pie Wacky Peggy, thank you so much for your $9.99 super sticker. Marla Hughes, rock on, Lisa. Thank you, Marla. Christine Anya, love your passion, Lisa. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, guys. You guys are awesome.
Let's see the date that he signed the whatnot contract.
Yeah, right. Well, he's trying to say that we're ruining his whatnot contract. We're tortious interference. Prove it.
Dude, you're the one putting up videos that Lisa has to debunk all the time. How is that?
How am I ruining his business? You're lying to your people, and I'm calling you out. That's ruining your business? You're ruining your business by lying. You're ruining your business by hurting people for 2 years. You just think no one's going to call you out and allow that to continue while you're ruining someone's life? I'm sorry. I can't sit by and watch some asshole like these two and his friends for whatever moment it is, because he doesn't keep them long, hurt people. And the main character they're using to do it is a freaking 5-year-old child. Every day. She's still foamed at the mouth about this child and talking about who the hell would allow them to adopt. Who would allow you to adopt? Her and Jeremy talked about adopting Harley. Where the hell do you get off even talking about that? Who are you guys at all to step into their lives to be contacting birth parents who you don't even know are the worst drug addicts there probably are out there, who tried to actually abort Harley 4 or 5 times? And you want to go and bring these people in who took money, not once but twice, and supposedly handed all of it to an attorney who fraudulently filed 2 motions on behalf of this, but yet got over $50,000. Yet the aunts took money out for other things on the first one. Then supposedly it was removed, their GoFundMe. Only some people got money back and some people didn't. You put an address on these motions for the aunt's address that doesn't even exist. Come on now. It's all a joke. And then you have 2 lawyers, one who showed up at the April 3rd hearing from Kentucky to, intimidate Bruce. And guess what? Bruce wasn't there. Who's the idiot there? And all he did was watch Shaka get reamed by the judge. And now he's like sitting there like coughing up all these jokes. Who is this guy? This guy looks like a freaking vampire. 5 years into being a lawyer or 6 years into being like, who is this guy? He does DUIs and acts like he's like a 20-year professional, litigator. Like, I don't think so. I don't think so. Anyway, I just, this whole story saga is a bunch of bullshit. And the fact that all these people, the echo chamber, the actual ecosystem that Hale has created and built, his entire, what does he call it, guys? Sphere of influence. The fact that he could say that is just like ridiculous. But he calls it his sphere of influence. He put this all together. He did it. He put it all out on YouTube. Why? Because he needs the content. Michelle has not. She could post here and there just like you go on your Facebook and post. You may share a picture of your child, your cousin, your aunt, or whatever. Show whatever's going on in your life. Just like you do on your personal web pages, Michelle's allowed to do. He's just stalking it. He's stalking Bruce's wife, the defendant's attorney, Bruce's wife's page. He's stalking another attorney of Michelle's wife's page. He's stalking them. stalking them and using it to harass them on a YouTube channel. Well, he's the plaintiff. You would think that he doesn't want the judge to see him doing any of this, but he's doing it and somehow getting away with it. Till now. I'm not afraid of this guy. I am not afraid of this guy because I got him dead to rights with every freaking video, every ounce of defamation, lie, slander. I mean, all of it. And not just him, Vague Nation, a rat ass. Wow, the file on him is just like, woo, you know? And then you got Megan, Tug, DUI guy, all of them. And they're laughing right now, thinking whatever. But now they're going to attack, you know, the judge because he put this out. Every time they don't like something the judge does, oh my God, he should be recused. Bruce is right all of a sudden, you know? But every last one of them are going to be held accountable for what they've done in hurting John Cook, Michelle Preston, and Harley Grace. And whomever
Peggy, I agree.
Tell the truth. And that's just the way it is. And that's how it's going down. But just remember, debunked by the judge. Go watch his video today. See, I'll tell you, go watch his video. Go watch it. You will see that what he did today and then what the judge said today are okay. Just go check it out, guys. Go check it out. I'm fine. I'm breathing. Trust me, if I wasn't, I would feel my blood pressure rise. I'm good. Sounds like I missed something really good. Yeah. My passion was showing. Sorry. Teamy turds should be hilarious tomorrow. Lisa, he's a narcissistic. He has no feelings. I know. That's okay. He's going to keep going. Here's what's going on. If you notice, if you saw this video Sunday night, the way he moved forward and was talking about me and I'm no deal and blah, blah, blah. He did a similar thing today. And all of a sudden you can see his face getting bigger and redder. Right? I'm like, wow, I am definitely under his skin. Because even though he said all this stuff, even though he said lies, all this stuff all day today, he literally got unhinged when my voice was mentioned. My name was mentioned. Well, Lisa or whatever. I was like, wow, I am definitely underneath his skin. Because he does not like looking bad. And I keep making him look bad because I'm telling you. Narcissists hate it. Narcissists hate what they cannot control. And he cannot control me.
You know what?
He thinks he's going to control me in the court system. He's not going to control me in the court system either. I have a bigger mouth than he does when it comes to telling the truth.
Kimberly Chess summed up Jeremy the best I've ever seen. And she's got him down to a T. And
oh, yeah. Well, she works in the health field, so she knows.
Yeah. She works with narcissists and schizophrenics and people like that.
You know, there are lawyers out there, by the way, Robbie, that actually work cases with the best narcissists out there. Just throwing that out there. They're familiar with working with like the worst narcissists ever, and they actually like take cases based on that.
Yeah,
it's a good win. Just saying. They're saying Lisa and Robbie are laundering money on the hate page. On the
how are we laundering money? I don't
now
understand.
You're laundering money too. The hate page is exactly what it is. The hate page. That's their job, to hate. Lisa's wound up. I'm fine. Worked in the field and had one in my life. Yep. Hilarious horseshit. Wow, they just have no clue. Yeah, they have no clue.
But Kimberly just called him out for so long now. She said this for so long.
Who? What?
Kimberly Chess just nailed Jeremy a long time ago.
She did. She absolutely did. She absolutely did. Yeah, and she gets concerned about me with what I'm doing with this, you know? But there's like, I think I actually showed it on the post thing. Only a super empath can take a narcissistic person like him down. And I'm telling you, I don't know if I'm a super empath, but
Expiration
I am
date. Oh my God. When I pulled my laundry out of the machine yesterday, there was a $5 bill in there.
Bonnie's comment. Hold on. I'm missing something. Hold on. Thank you. Stop. Bonnie's comment. Looking. Lisa, trickiest question. Germ is saying he's extending the Ohio PO. How can he be stopped? Well, what he's going to try and do is extend it because it ends in October. So he's going to try and extend it. The problem is there's going to be another hearing about it. And in that hearing is where the judge is going to find out everything Jeremy's been doing. So it's not going to work. Yes, Chris, I see you. But yeah, honestly, I kind of hope he's ripping them off. Ever wonder how much money Randy gets in direct donations from minions? Is he calling it donations? What is he calling it? It does have it. Why isn't there any kind of receipts for that? Jeremy said, "Oh, Randy's gonna give it to him in the end. The end can be freaking 5 years from now. Who knows?" I thought he said the PO was a 5-year. No, it's not. He had a 5-year protection order against him from an ex. And he also, I think he still has, I can't even, you can't quote me on this, but one of his children is still underage and may still have a protection order against him to this day. You have to stand toe-to-toe with them and call them a liar to their face. And I got thrown across the room, but they went to jail. Yeah. Well, sorry to hear that, Peculiar. But he got it extended to 5 years. No, he didn't. It's not on the paperwork for the protection order. He may try to, but it's not going to happen.
Hi, Pam. Damn it.
Martha seemed to have a pretty good memory today, so says she forgets when she's being depoted. Well, I can tell you why she's saying she has a pretty good memory, because she's lying. So much lies spewed out of her mouth today, it wasn't even funny. She was defaming a whole bunch of people on her own. Bobby, that $5 you found is Kendra. She lost it on her OF page. Shut up, John Cap. I'm not commenting until this slows. Lisa, you need someone to read comments. No one can express their opinion unless you're reading the comments. Aggravating as hell. I'm sorry.
That's where that $5 came from.
He may regret trying. He committed perjury to the Ohio court. He did. He absolutely did. He's in fear of his life, but all of a sudden Sunday night he says he's now in fear of his life, because everything he's done up to this point has shown no fear whatsoever. Did anyone see on the news the other day about a YouTuber stalking a family just like Jeremy? I didn't look at that news thing from last night. I wrote it down too, and I didn't look. Coming from our judiciary system here in Australia, how on earth is even allowed in court, because it wouldn't happen here? Honey, I have no idea.
Mindy.
What did Mindy say? Shut up, Robbie.
Robbie. Todd, hey, it was fair game. It fell on the floor. She dropped it. I picked it up.
Yes, Germ is the aggressor, and that judge in Ohio is going to learn that and find out. It is. It's getting so old, but trust me. I have to watch these freaking videos, man. It really sucks. It does suck, but I have no choice. I have to watch it, and he knows that, so that's fine. He can know that. It's okay, because when he knows that, he does things on purpose, and it's going to get him in trouble. More
Ninja
defamation.
Ball smells like Tide.
Give it to me, huh?
It smells like Tide Pods.
And then we had Radis begging for a live picture of me so he could make something. And it looks like he created a panel of me, Ray, and Michelle on it. And I don't even know what it says. But it's okay. Everything Radis is already in the hands of authorities. So it's just great. So there's certain people are going to go down first. When you start seeing one go down, then you'll see the rest go down. One right after the other. I saw some of them, Ninja Mall. Lisa wouldn't know what to do if she didn't tell me Bud Light, Kelly, Todd, and Robbie to shut up.
That's so true, John.
Really? You sure about that?
Yes. Say
I
it.
think I know exactly what to do.
Say it.
He said he's leaving the country by the end of the month. Yeah, well, hopefully he does. That's the only way he'll probably get out of it. But I don't think Australia is going to let him get away with what he's doing. Radass is so unwell and obsessed, he's foregoing hygiene.
Did he ever have hygiene?
It doesn't look like it. His vehicle looks just as bad as Sean Goodman's did.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
His toenails probably look the same as Sean.
His vehicle on his live.
Rachel, 2 more times.
Beetlejuice. Oh, what is it? If you say it 3 times, you're going to start talking like him? Brian Smith's comments. All right, I'm scrolling. Tori can't read comments right now. She's actually doing something. That's why. Brian. Oh, sorry. All the talk about Randy being Jewish and not working on Friday. So how dare Bruce file anything on Friday? Randy filed his response on Friday. So Randy worked on Friday all on his own. Yeah, well, it's kind of funny because they're both Jewish and yet they both seem to get filings done at a specific time. So it's okay when you have a deadline or something, or what? And guess what? Bruce filed something and it was immediately answered today, Monday. By what, noon? And then the other ones were answered by what, 4 o'clock? So, judge is paying attention now. So, and now he's probably wondering how many attorneys he's going to actually end up with. He noted that all the people were not served. Yet today in Jeremy's video, he was saying how 8 people still have yet to answer. Moron, do you realize 5 people haven't been served yet? Do you even know what you're talking about? Or is that like just part of your strategy? Oh, gosh. That clip from talent office meeting, he scratched his crotch, sniffed, and waved his hands. Yeah. Then his girly thing waved her hand. Must not have got a whip. He did. That was nasty. He also said he's added 2 more. Yeah, from what he was saying, he's trying to add Volpe and Dick. Michael Volpe and Richard Luthman. That's what it sounds like he's trying to do.
Oh, yeah. It's showtime. There it is 3 times the charm. Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Hello, everybody.
Beetlejuice is here.
Nice to meet your acquaintance.
You got to actually be served in order to answer anything. Imagine filing an answer on something that hasn't been filed yet. Exactly. But he said it on YouTube, so I'll have to reply. Right, Stacey? How about all the other YouTubers not appearing on his circus show recently? Via Omar, Tree Trimmers, and Weed Whackers. He's probably lining up a lawsuit as we speak. Right? So basically what he's done in all this is he's made people afraid to speak their minds to him. He's taken away their freedom of speech when he's around.
Hello, Babs.
Just a little bit, I gagged. Yeah. Who are the 10 defendants? I can't seem to find it on Google. Anybody can help me. The 10 defendants would be Well, technically, there's only 5 at the moment. 4 people have responded. Is only 6, but 5 of those have not been served. He needs to learn to do math. Yeah, him and Martha both. They can't add properly. So the 10 defendants, supposed defendants, but 5 of them have been served and have responded, except for Marla. Marla hasn't responded yet, but I know she's going to. Anyway, so it would be Marla Hughes, Michelle, John, Bruce, and MLS. Those 5 people have been served. And only Marla has not responded yet, but I think she actually has a response on its way to them. So there will be a response from Marla. So that's it. That's it. Those are the only 5 people who have been served in this case. Which I thought he had all the money in the world to take on this case and serve everybody. What the hell's going on?
Oh, yeah.
Maybe Shockey can only handle so many attorneys at the same time. I don't know. He's afraid of you big time. He should be. Because not only am I going to prove Jeremy lying about everything I can, I'm going to prove that Shockett allowed it to happen, and Shockett's behind it as well. Because Shockett knew what he was doing, knew he was going to lie to that cop to try and get Michelle in a contempt of court order when he knew exactly what happened. They were both sitting there. They both saw it. He forced her to do it practically by traumatizing her during that whole freaking depot. So Shockett is a part of that. Shockett knows what is wrong and what's right when it comes to the rules of ethical, hold on. The guy was in trouble and had his dental license removed for being unethical and stealing money from the government. So how can we expect him as a lawyer to all of a sudden be ethical? Who are the yes, Lisa, who are the other 5 that have not been served? Myself, Robbie, Super Dave, Ray Bone Crusher, and who's the other one? I think Patty. And it's still not his property, correct? And it's still not his property.
Has he said anything about the
Not a word. Not a word. Not a word.
He's hoping it disappears.
It ain't gonna disappear. There's no freaking way it's gonna disappear. It is not his property. You don't get to inhumanely tear down a memorial of a family, including someone who works for you's family, and just like act like it's no big deal and just stomp your feet saying it's my property, it's mine, when you didn't freaking know, or I'm sorry, you knew the whole time it wasn't, and you knew you had no right to do that. You not only took it, removed, stole it, you just totally destruction of property. You literally had those 2 pieces of wood sitting in your freaking whatever that hunter barn thing is, where your tools are. Travis showed it laying there, and who knows if you used it for this chicken coop thing, but you had it. You literally had it there. So, you know what? You're a lying sack of shit. In my opinion, you are nothing but a lying sack of shit, doing anything you can to make money on YouTube, and you're using people and their lives to do it. Lisa stood up and told Jeremy, not today, Satan.
Today, right. Satan.
Yeah. Are they the only people on the entire list? Oh, look, you had to see the list of the people that he wanted to depose. He had like 50 people he wanted to depose. I was like, are you out of your freaking mind? We saw them when he was picking up the chickens. Yeah. Yep. And you could tell it's those pieces of wood. Like he could say, oh, there's it's anything. Yeah, no. You could clearly tell because of the cement. They were in cement, the darkness of them, and then the spots where the actual signs were. You could see the spots where they were. He stole a no trespassing sign. And the sign that was on there said you were on film. So Jeremy could bitch all he wants. Third party contact. No.
You know what's going to be great?
What?
When he goes after Guapo. Guapo's going to bury him.
Oh, no doubt. No doubt. Did the police do a follow-up visitation telling that his property? I believe the police know that it's not his property. Just because she's a friend of Michelle. Yeah, Guapo didn't do anything to him. Taking down a memorial is pretty low. Exactly. And that's why he's not mentioning it.
Brian, that's below.
He actually did it.
That is below low.
Yeah.
He even stated they needed to be taught a lesson, choose better friends.
Yep. Yep. Because he saw them helping put the fence up. But why? What is he mad about a fence? Because it's blocking him from viewing and filming? You know, that's you know, and you're attacking neighbors. You started off attacking them, then you switched it up when you found something better to attack. You went after the town of Otter Creek, then you went after Russ and Don, then you went after Michelle, and then you stayed on Michelle because you just found something so interesting that you could try, tear apart. And now there you are. You got your content. You found the neighbor that's gonna give you all that profit. You found that drama and you used it. And now that it's phasing it, on its way out, now you're going after the neighbors again. And now it's both. Now it's everybody. And now with someone sticking up for the people in Otter Creek that you've hurt, you're going after them too. And you're calling it an ecosystem. Meanwhile, there's only 2 channels that are even talking about it. What ecosystem? Does he even know what an ecosystem is? He's using a quip that Bruce mentioned one time. To who? Shara. Shara Shit Show. The best witness of all. The one with the least amount of credibility.
There's going to be a lot more that comes out, once we all get added.
The law of Otter Creek is partially to blame for not doing their jobs. Well,
not really. They're just covering their butts.
Well, Shar is the mole. That is facts. You're right, Thomas. Everybody say hi to Thomas. What is happening, Thomas? Yep, Shar Shit Show, Ninja.
Oh, wow.
What?
He already told his minions to report Guapo if Guapo gets his auctioneer's license.
Oh, yeah, that was last night. He said when Guapo gets his license to report. I said, oh, that's funny. Doesn't Jeremy already have his license? They can do the same thing to Jeremy. Jeremy already has his license. He did do that. He did say that last night. And then quickly, George comes back. Did they tell him to report Guapo to the Department of Agriculture and stuff too? And then they come back with, but don't do anything. Don't do anything. Let us handle it. Let the courts handle it. Just like you said, Robbie, he suggests things because
that's what he told me. That's what he told me. I don't have to tell them what to do. I just have to suggest.
Yep. Guys, I'll say this again. I have all the evidence there is against Germ that exists. Actually, I can't say that. There's actually more from his past that exists that I don't have. But I have enough. And I have all the evidence that I need to prove he's weaponizing the PO orders, that he's lying through his teeth about almost everything he ever tells. And I have no reason whatsoever to ask for a deal from him or Shockit or anybody because I have it against him. There's no way I would ever make a deal with him. He might want to make a deal in the long run, but
that's like making a deal with Satan.
I will never make a deal with him. To me, in my opinion, that guy's a false prophet. I would never make a deal with him. Never. And guess what? If he was even able to prove 1 ounce of me doing something wrong against him, it would never, ever compare, which I don't think he could, but he would never, ever compare to what he's done. And I will take that because I will not bow down to someone as evil as him. God is on my side. The truth is on my side. I will never sell my soul to a devil. Never. Listen, I sure hope Martha walks around Otter Creek with her head down. She's not worthy of looking up. Well, you know what? I can't believe she can sleep at night with what she's doing. But you know what? I mean, there's been cults that have leaders and people follow them. You know, they're brainwashed or of some sort. And everybody can sit there and say, hold on, wouldn't people have to have done business with Guapo to report him? What are you going to report if you didn't do business with him? Well, I don't know. He is claiming to get people to report. These people will report without having anything to do with Guapo. They'll act like they did. I mean, you have Radis reporting on Bruce, and what kind of what did Radis have to do with Bruce? What did he actually have to do with him? You have people who have reported on the turtle sanctuary of Michelle's. They've never been there. There's reviews on there. You have Jeremy, who was reported on. That's why he got his license, all of a sudden going after Guapo. So what are you going to do? You're just making Guapo get a license. Big deal. How do you win there? You assaulted Guapo publicly. Millions of people saw it. How are you going to get away from that? Go ahead and try and go after him.
How many saw it?
Millions.
No, come on. Now you're sounding like him.
Millions.
Oh my God. Millions.
Thousands.
The planet.
Thousands have seen it. And yes, they have. Thousands have seen it.
Dude, I've never met someone that wants to be famous so bad
He'll do anything.
that he just makes shit up, and just the planet watches him. And oh my God, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Well, you know what? You hear all these people getting in trouble with Diddy and stuff. They signed their souls over to the devil to get famous, to do those things. People actually do that.
Did you do that, Jeremy?
He would if he could. Thank goodness
That's
he
crazy.
hasn't met real people in the industry.
That is so crazy. How could you even do that? I would rather walk away from it.
Mo magic, mo magic, mo magic, mo. Let me see Mo. Mo, did you see the thumbnail tonight? Yeah, Luciferians are religious. Yeah. How would he sign his soul?
Nine Chins, good point. Good point, Nine Chins.
They did that to Judge Thomas. I think he messed up and called the judge Grudge today.
They called him what?
I think he called the magistrate Judge Grudge today.
Really?
By accident. Yeah. I was like, but it was recording. I couldn't back it up. I'm like, did he actually just call the judge Grudge? Did he just mess up? But it's funny because he was saying something and he went and he moved closer to the camera to say it, and then he just like stopped. He totally forgot whatever bullshit he was ready to spew. I was like, oh my God. I'm like, dude, you're becoming more and more unhinged every day. So he's driving past John and Michelle. Woo, wooster. He's been making money for a while. Oh my god.
Dude, I honestly hope he does not go to jail because he will not survive that.
Jerry? Wow.
Yeah, I hope he doesn't go to jail. He really he needs to
guys.
just
Let's just say he gets arrested. Prepare yourselves, okay? He's gonna get bonded out. Okay.
Yeah, he better because he won't survive.
Yeah, he's gonna get bonded out. He'll bond himself out, or he'll have Deanna. Because if George gets arrested too, they'll both be bonded out. Or I mean, I don't know. You never know. He may let her sit there. Who knows? But anyway, he's gonna bond himself out. He's gonna get out, and he's gonna await these, court cases or whatever. And he's gonna try and build cases or whatever. Let him. But the thing is, he's not gonna get away with all of it. I can tell you that right now.
Alana,
he definitely needs to go to jail.
He talks so much BS that he can't keep his stories straight. And that's what happens when you're a liar. And in jail, you do that, you're a dead man.
He literally, I mean, the least amount of time he should spend in there is 41 days. The least amount of time. And he deserves way more than that. But I'm just saying he should reap what he sowed upon John Cook. At least that. If not more. I mean, not more. Sorry. Just taking a drink. Bio break. You got it, Robbie? I don't know where Tori is.
Yeah, I got it. It's listen, I went to prison. I went to federal prison. And you try pulling the shit he pulls, you're a dead man. You're a dead man. That's all there is to it. I've seen guys I saw one guy got beat so bad his eyeball popped out of his head. It was hanging there. And it's not a good place. If they found out there was a child involved, he'd be a dead man. Well, actually, he'd be in protective custody. They put chomos in protective custody.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, honey.
Okay. Just got all kinds of stuff set up.
Yeah, you're just moving everything, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Getting ready for the big day.
What big day?
Your surgery.
Oh, that this setup's not for that for the surgery.
Oh, okay.
I'll have to move stuff upstairs for that. I'll probably just use my other computer to stream.
Jeremy's never been to jail. Jeremy's been to a holding cell.
Wow.
He was bonded out and whatever. I don't know, but he's never. Trust me. He would not make.
Before.
Yeah, but I believe you, Mike. I believe it 100%. There's nothing that I wouldn't believe anyone told me about him, because
Trisha, you may not be wrong about that. Apparently, he needs things like a prescription. Just saying.
Yeah, you don't get that in jail.
Someone's backed up.
Yeah.
God.
Oh my goodness.
Big Bubba.
Oh, he better buy a lot of honey buns.
Yeah. If he went to jail, he was arrested and he did go to jail. He admitted that in a depot. So, but
how long was he in jail?
Like a night.
Yeah, that's not jail.
It was a well, there's jail is one thing, but then you got prison. Now overnight, you're not put into like general popularity or anything like that. As far as the jail goes, you're basically in a holding cell. You know, in most places,
jail's really not the same as prison. You go to a local holding area, that's not the same. That's not the same. You're not in there with murderers, rapists, child molesters.
Whoops.
Yeah, trust me, prison's nasty. It sucks.
Just trying to look at this thing.
It is two totally different things. I do not wish prison on him because he will not survive. No, I've seen people get messed up. Messed up.
Sorry, I was just answering.
No, Nova? Really? Okay. Keep believing that. The only thing about federal prison is you get better food.
Yeah, I think that he should at least spend the days in the same amount of time that John had to spend in jail.
Oh, it's the only difference in federal prison. It depends where you're at, what you do. Like with mine, I thought it would be a cakewalk because I was sentenced to a camp, which is it's nothing. It's a joke. But I was held in federal facilities for almost 2 months before I was designated, which means before I was going where I was going to the camp. And even at the camp, it was not a cakewalk. Trust me. There are things, little clicks you go by, and there's things you go by. And if you don't, your ass is beat.
Well, I believe based on this Wes character that appeared out of nowhere and suddenly started doing, property, landscape and stuff with Travis for Germ because it's Germ's property. I believe that Wes was placed there. And I don't believe it's someone that they didn't know. I also saw Wes in the chat saying that Jeremy needed a complaint. Jeremy had said he never spoke to him, when in fact he did. There's proof of that. Even that Patty chick that was with Wes stated so. So my belief is that it was purposely done to put John in jail. That's my belief, and I'm allowed to state that. That's my opinion. Okay? It doesn't mean that
100%.
It's fact. But the fact is, those are things that Wes did and said, and Jeremy did lie about talking to him. And, hey, so I believe, that's my belief. So I believe that he should spend at least that same amount of time, at least that, as John did. At least that. That's what I believe. He's now known to be setting people up. He's set people up in his past, which is why he had a protection order against him. We saw him try to set John up, which he says that there's other, filings and contempt of court filings that he's going to be making, right? So that's the Walmart. You totally saw that. We totally proved that he tried to get the contempt against Michelle with the police and acting like he didn't know about the text and why she did it. That hasn't even been brought to the Ohio police the Ohio court yet. Okay, so those two are possibly things he's going to try and get a contempt on, and we've already proven them to be wrong. We've already proven them to be wrong. So I even talked to Bruce about like that, like with the the West situation and stuff, and he feels the same way. He thinks the same thing, that West was probably put up to it or whatever. It doesn't add up to be such an innocent storyline. You know what I mean? It just doesn't. And sorry, I was just reading the chat for a second.
Hold on a second, Lisa. The difference between federal and state is federal, you get a lot better food, you get better medical, you get better everything. But the problem is trying to get that stuff. The food you will get, and if someone doesn't take it from you.
There's a bug in my drink. Sorry. There's just certain things. That's why it's called Club Fed. The commissary is a lot better. But trust me, he's going to be buying commissary for a lot of inmates. And that's the way it would work out. And he's going to be tried left and right if he goes there. And he's going to double talk, which will get him hurt very bad. Yes, Road King, 100%. You can be reached anywhere in jail, except for chomos. Chomos are protected till they're moved into general pop. And chomos, guards won't turn their back in smaller prisons to chomos because guards can get tied to it then. If you're in a large prison, well, good luck for you if you're a chomo, because one of these days you're going to get hurt. Well, I do find it odd. Sorry. I do find it odd that West was pushed and got into GoFundMe and all of a sudden had thousands of people in his chat, just like Shara ended up with that. Isn't that weird, And now all of a sudden, like these new people, like this hipster guy is got like, all of a sudden, views and subs and stuff. He seems to be able to like at least pass over like 3,000 to 5,000 viewers, and all of a sudden they get all this stuff. But when it came down to a victim showing up to keep a suspect in jail and proving it, he disappears.
Thomas Collins, ask your dad.
After claiming he needed money to get down to Florida, he takes it and runs and doesn't show up. Why is he not showing up? And this is also someone that they push. They got their people to give money to. He doesn't show up. He obviously lied. And this is also someone who was in a shootout with police officers and this is his public record. Shootout with police officers, sold drugs to around children, like a school, and all kinds of crazy stuff, and he can't prove anything that he did. And John actually spent 40 plus, I think maybe it was 41, somewhere a little over 40 days or exactly 40 days in jail because of that.
Well, he was up there in the county. He was right there. He wasn't taken to jail. He was held at their holding facility.
I don't know where he was held. I just know
John's in here, isn't he?
Yes, John is there. He used the GoFundMe money for his daughter's Miss Peanut entry fee.
What? Who did?
Wes. Is that a joke?
What?
It's a joke. Wait, is it a joke or is it true? You saying yes?
Yes, it's a joke. Yes, it's a joke or is it?
Okay. That place is not for your worst enemy. So,
amen. And tell your dad glad he's out, man. Glad he's out.
Germ would be this jailhouse snitch.
Yeah.
John said they had no ketchup. Hey, Blondie. How are you?
Hello, Blondie.
Bruce is in the chat, guys. Say hi.
Hello, Bruce.
That's funny. Oh my gosh. So all right, so Thomas is here.
It's a shitty place, dude. People that go there for stupid shit. When I was in there, I was in Jessup, Georgia, doing my last bit, and it was in camp, which was a joke. It was like, why even have me here? Just send me home and put me under house arrest. But they had a guy that was smoking a joint in a park. So he got arrested and sentenced on a Thursday, and he was sentenced to 3 days.
Thank you, Big C.
Yeah, I was in Jessup.
Strictly, thank you. He lost all contact with his kids. I missed a couple super chats. I'm good.
The guy came in on a Thursday, and he was sitting at our table when we came in for lunch. And that guy got schooled pretty quick on that.
It's not a bad idea, Tricky. Thank you very much for your super chat.
You don't sit where you want. You sit where you're accepted. And I had to earn my seat.
Huh.
And when we got there, we sat down, and people demand your papers. You've got papers when you come in, and you better show those papers to somebody. And he was literally sentenced to 3 days in federal prison for having a joint in a federal park. And because he came in on a Thursday, they had to release him Friday because they could not keep him. They don't release on Saturdays or Sundays. So they could not keep him over his sentence. So they had to release him under his sentence. So literally, this poor kid was shaking and in tears. And a couple of the guys made sure he was fine, and he was out the next morning. But it's not a fun place. It's not a place that, I'd never been in trouble before like that, and never been to a prison, never been to something like that. And
Teresa, I don't know what sorry, go ahead.
It's scary. It is scary, and you better hold your own, because you are gonna get tested a lot. And you start talking smack and start double talking, your butt's gonna be beat. And I don't know what to tell you guys. I mean, I don't wish that upon him. I'm sorry, but I don't, because he's not gonna do well there.
Well,
and
we don't know if he's gonna go there, but
I mean, if he gets sentenced, if worse comes to worse and he gets sentenced, I hope he only has to do what John had to do.
Or 364.
It's Thomas, ask your dad. It's not a joke going in there. There's guys who get institutionalized.
Oh, I don't think he believes he's going to go to jail. He walks that thin line. I do not believe he thinks he's going to go to jail at all. He's saying everybody else has done wrong. Everybody but him. And
of
he's
course,
the one
he gets the blame everywhere. But
but the tables are turned. There's too many witnesses against him, actually, to be honest with you. Too many witnesses against him. Okay. It says the goal was reached. in that invoice that was just posted in the chat, is there a new invoice for anything? How can people help Michelle and John if they want? Oh, okay. Hold on a second. He thinks he's Teflon. Yeah, no. No, he's not Teflon, Todd. Sorry. Far from it. Yeah, no.
That's what I'm saying, Echo. What?
Remember I told you about that ring?
Which ring?
Hold on. No mind. I'll tell you later. My finger's like wounded. Hold on. Anyway, this isn't criminal, is it? These court cases are civil, but there has been criminal activity going on. So, but Teresa,
it's civil cases, but if the courts take it further beyond that,
yes, the judge can see that a criminal act has taken place. He can actually call in the marshal and have somebody arrested, or forward it to somewhere else. Thomas, what do you think about Radass, the video he made of you? So DJ Radass made a video of Thomas too?
Exactly, Road King. That's what I had.
Back had to go. I don't know anything about a video. My dad don't even like talking about it. It's hard to get him to tell a story from his prison days. Wow. I don't know about. See, like I said, I don't watch these things, but I didn't know he made something to Thomas.
It's tough, Thomas. I know where your dad's coming at from that. And
lying to a judge could lead to prison if it's proved. Well, okay, Jeremy better hold on to his britches. Because his whole protection order case is a lie, proven by the Levy County Sheriff. That's having words saying, "I'm the mole you can eat. You can see it's fake." Thomas is not a mole. I have met Thomas. Thomas is not a mole. I don't watch any of the videos. Yeah, see, I don't either. But I only get told about so many, so I didn't know that. But in my opinion, Thomas is not a mole. I've met Thomas. I like Thomas. Thomas is a good guy. It was an issue in regards to 2 copyright strikes that I know of. I knew of the one specifically, and I talked to Thomas about it, and there was an issue. Like, he gets notified when someone uses his content. Okay. And when that happened, I spoke to Thomas. He told me that it's just like a notification. He didn't even know. When I told him who it was that this happened to, he said he would take care of it, and he handled it. And he actually showed me today, because I did talk to him today in email, and he showed me today that he did remove the strike. Okay. The other strike was on a different account, a YouTube account. And I'm guessing the same thing happened, and he didn't know who it was. Now, what I don't understand, he also removed that strike too, by the way. And I can show it. As a matter of fact, let me. I was told I can show it. Hold on. Is this it? Yes. Okay, this is it. I'll show it. 1 second. Okay. So this is the Depot Part 3. This was in January, and this is the one that I was actually asked about, and I spoke to Thomas about this, and he said that he would fix it, right? And then, so he did fix it at some point, and then this would be the newest one, I guess. And it's by Radass, and that would have made me think that it was DJ Radass, honestly, but I don't know. But he removed it also, and so what Thomas is getting notified okay, that people are using his content, and what do you want to do about it? So I guess he's just clicking. He doesn't want people using his content. I wouldn't either. And I don't have those kind of notifications, but trust me, I have people using my stuff. Okay. Now, what does come in question though, okay, is what I'm looking at the actual image right now. All right. I don't know what part of these two videos was actually Thomas's. I don't know. Like the second video that says by Radass, this had the video. What this included was George getting up from Jeremy and walking away after he threatened to sue her sister, her family. And it included the clip that Jeremy went back and removed. So what I don't understand is how that content somehow was part of Thomas's. That it went to Thomas and Thomas was able to strike it, whether he knew who it was or what it was about. Why is it going to Thomas's account and asking Thomas to remove it or, put the strike? Why that makes no sense to me. Because that was
read Miyagi's comment.
Well, that was directly off of Jeremy's.
No, Rat Ass is Miyagi's other account.
I know that. Hold on. What? Because it has the same whole clip in it. Thomas, did you put the clip out too? See, I didn't even know that. So Thomas put a clip out, and so did Miyagi. Timestamp 19 seconds, 54 seconds. Okay.
I don't understand how Thomas can do it, though, because it's not his video. It's John.
That's what I'm trying to say. Like, it just doesn't make sense. To me, it seems like something's not right. Now, Thomas is clearly saying he was told someone's using his content and he just, had them remove it. Okay. He says he would strike my material again, even though it's not his. Well, the only way he should be able to strike your material is if it is him. As a clip about Jeremy gay bashing. That's the first one, right? The first one is the one about Jeremy gay bashing.
Isn't that on John's video?
That is John. Yes, that is John's video. Okay. However, if someone takes that video and shares it in one of their videos, it could pop up. Now, I'll have permission to use that video from John. And John gave me the video a year and a half ago or longer. I'm the one that posted it to a monetized platform first. Gotcha. Okay, so Thomas was the one that originally posted it. Okay. So that's why that would be coming up as his video. Okay. Mm-hmm. I posted it too. Now, I didn't get a copyright strike. What I did get was a warning in regards to it being offensive or harassing because it's gay bashing, right? So it doesn't matter if we were proving Jeremy was doing it. It's the fact that it was out there. You know what I mean? So I was like, okay, I'll take that hit. So I did. So facts, leases, both. Okay. So that's where that comes from. So that's why that was on his, even though it was John's, because he was the one that put it out first. Okay. So did the same thing happen with Jeremy's? Miyagi, where did you get that clip of George leaving? Where did you get that from? Several others have used that same video. Yeah, true. I can't answer that. I personally cannot answer that. All I know is I can show you. I got a warning for it. To a monetized channel, so YouTube thinks is mine. Gotcha. I get that part. But where did the second one come in? I understand how the first one was played out. It does show you removed that strike. But the second one, being that it was about that, did you even put that up? Thomas, if there's profanity in the first 15 seconds, they give you that warning. In mine, I think it was like the middle of it. Because remember the one I said truth and I showed Jeremy? It was just, like, I put it out in an afternoon. It was a short video. That's the one that the warning was on. And I argued it too. So maybe you should, some of them are educational. That's true also. I even used that as an excuse for the warning too. But it's all right. I took whatever it was. I took it. The second one is live stream or adjourn. So you got that off of Jeremy's live stream itself. Had nothing to do with Thomas, right? So it could not have come from Thomas's channel. Correct, Miyagi? I'm just trying to explain to everybody because it's come up. So both Miyagi's videos have Jeremy gay bashing clip. Oh. So the second one, does the second one have the gay bashing thing in there as well? Because if it does, then that would be the reason why. Now, it doesn't make sense to me that Jeremy, when George walking away from Jeremy all pissed off that night, why that would fall back on Thomas, but it doesn't have it in there. Okay, so it doesn't. Is that the only thing that's in that video? Thomas did okay. Mike, I get you. Well, no, just trying to get down to the bottom of something because, people have asked and stuff. It's John, and he can give permission for anyone to use it. That is true. You can. I said 19 seconds, 54 in the second one. Is it even up? The only thing in the video is his live stream. Okay. Hold on a second. The second video. I can't even get to that video to see. Choose the voice of reason. Thomas, all you do is remove the strikes. Okay. He did remove the strikes. Okay, I can't see I don't know where the video is. But it does show here, right here. It's enacted. He retracted the takedown. He retracted the takedown on both of them. Send Lisa the separate. Well, hold up. I'm not going to play it on here because I'm not getting a strike. I don't know what YouTube's doing as far as the strike happens to get. I will play it here so I can see what he's talking about at the timestamp. But I'm not. I'm not. Not until all it's out. Miyagi emailed him before creating the mole video. I don't know. I didn't see that. I don't know. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm just gonna look to myself so I can see it. Did you try to fix this? I believe he did, Sylvie, because he removed the strikes. Okay. Now, even though this happened, yes, and now he says he will restrike both videos, even though they aren't them. Go to warning adults, only 19 seconds to. I know, but I can't click on it. I need to see the video. I can't see it. I don't even know where it is. Hold on.
Somebody's thing is buzzing. It's not mine. I know that. Do you have a dryer running in your garage?
Me? No. How much? Last 7 minutes. Okay, this isn't Miyagi's video though. I'm talking to a wall. Me like talking? I'm just trying to get down to the bottom of it so that you guys aren't fighting or anything, and everybody's not questioning. I mean, this is I don't believe Thomas is the mole. I know Thomas. I've met him. I've been there. I didn't want to be on camera because everybody knows now I have a broken tooth. He knows it. He knew it. He could have told Germ months ago. He did not. That's just me. He knew I had a hurt foot. He didn't say anything about that either. What else? I mean, he's there all the time helping. He is on the property. If he was a mole and had anything to say, Germ would be spewing it.
He helped put up that damn fence.
What, Tori?
He was there helping put up that damn fence.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't believe he's a mole. I understand that these strikes happened. I just don't think he's a mole, and that's my opinion. Okay? I do know his neighbors, and they all talk very nice about him. I'm someone who's known him his whole life. I don't think he's a mole.
I think those two need to email each other and talk it out.
Yeah,
now, let's go on to something else. Can we change screens?
Yeah, hang on. I think that if anybody has any further questions, they should ask Miyagi or Thomas. They can see on their channels. But what I can show you here is that these strikes are removed. That's what I could say. I can't see the video that I was just sent something, but it's only 7 minutes. And on this second video is supposedly 19 minutes in. I don't know. But those strikes are removed, and that's what I'm showing you. And I'm just giving you my opinion about Thomas. This is not in any offense to Miyagi or anybody else. I was trying to figure out how on earth that strike happened.
Thomas, do me a favor, Thomas. Thomas, email Miyagi. And please just talk this out like two grown-ass adults.
Miyagi's saying that in comments in his chat, he tried emailing him. He doesn't respond. Oh, he responded to me. I don't know. Thomas is not a mole. I just don't believe he's a mole.
Right. I don't think Thomas is a mole. I don't believe Thomas is a mole. And
Joy knows Thomas pretty well.
Okay. Let me just also explain something. Thomas has gotten a lot of heat for many things, and Thomas has literally been like, he does not care what anybody thinks about him anymore. He doesn't want to be a part of the bullshit with Germ or any of that. You know what I mean? He really doesn't want to. He's been very clear about that, including on his lives, even at the town hall meetings. So if he, now this is me speaking, okay? Based on that, if he was approached with bullshit, he might come off a certain way, okay?
Thomas.
I don't want to say he did with me because he really didn't, but he might just...
Okay, stop. End it, please. Thomas, just email Miyagi.
I don't think he's a mole, but the strikes are on a different level. The strikes are retracted. They're taken down. It's right there. Oh, you don't see the screen no more, but it says it. Ain't that easy, Thomas? Talk to her. Yeah. You do me dirty. Watch what happens, Thomas. And today's your coming. You were rude to myself and so. Look, guys. This is. We don't have to be threatening and all kinds of stuff. I don't know what happened in a live. I was not there. But what I can say, if anybody wants to know about this, you can go to each of their channels. You can go to Living the Country Life with Thomas Collins, and you can go to Miyagi-san and see what happens there, because I just tried to help out with the strikes because of how they happen, and it made no sense to me what happened, but it's clearly explained, and the strikes are removed. So I don't know. And I told you if it was brought here, I would send it to you. But if it comes up in my chat, I showed it, and I'm telling everybody to go to your channels, both of your channels. This is what Germ wants, folks. Enough said.
Exactly.
Okay,
Thank you, Ray.
Let's not. We don't want any. We're trying to like help out. It's not working. So keep it over there. Okay. Same with you, Ed. Yeah, so Thomas wanted me to show it. So I did. He told me I could. So I showed
Thomas.
it. I wanted everybody to see. Mainly, whatever has happened, Thomas removed it. He retracted it. He took it down. I don't know what happened in a live of his today. I don't know what happened if Miyagi. I don't. It seems that she did a video. I don't even know.
Oh boy.
I've seen it. Robbie, stop. So
All right. I'm going to bed. Good night.
Unbelievable. Okay, ringing, going to your quarters, blah, blah, blah. So, how's the 31,000 offer going? I need to see where I'm in red dress. Well, it wasn't just that. Listen, it wasn't just that. Okay. Enough. You both talk to both of you. Okay, so you can't even say that to me. You can't even say that to me. Hold on. I know. All right. Did we join? No, we did not. We are not even at. We have 7 for the giveaway. There's no date night. Well, that put the woo in Wooster for Germ. Germ can take whatever he wants. Germ's not winning here. I say perform trouble individual. I'm ready for everyone. Good people here. No group hug. Lucy doesn't tell us everything, so how can there be a mall? Right. Oy. Anyway. Hold on, guys. I'm going to switch this up for a second. Let me just get out of these screens. Hold on.
You good, Thomas? Good night, Granny Kathy. You're making a building out of Jell-O? Interesting. I don't know. I can't answer that question, Crimson. Now, Florida native, I don't know. They said I was a mole at one time.
Hello. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. Lisa, what is that noise in the background? A fan or what? No, I don't think that was on. Was it on me? Did you hear it just 2 seconds ago?
Yes, Pebs, I am very tired. And I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow.
You do?
Yeah.
I can't hear Lisa. I can hear Tori.
What time?
I have my pre-surgery labs tomorrow.
We're not
Lori, can you
turning
hear
on
me?
each other, Jolene. Don't worry about it.
It might be my. Do you have your chill fan on?
Me?
That's not.
Yes, Lisa. Do you?
That's nobody turning on anybody. People need to talk, and that's the end of story.
My fan is always on. Whatever is, it's always on.
No, the chill pad like mine.
Oh no, I didn't put that under it yet. I have to redo my whole desk to do that and the Stream Deck.
Did it stop? Because if it did, I'm sorry, but I have to have my chill pad. If you still hear it, then there's another problem. It's not me.
I don't hear it, but I heard it before. It really sounds like bubbles in an aquarium. Speaking of aquariums, have you guys seen? Have you guys seen Brian Barczyk's channel?
It's awesome. It's awesome.
It's amazing. Absolutely amazing. Oh my God. I just saw Megan's freaking live. It just appeared in my newsfeed. It says judge gets conned. What?
Oh my God.
She's ready to smear the judge. Who knows how long? I don't even know how long she's been on for, but that's what the title is. Wow.
Who says that?
Megan Fox. It says judge in the thumbnail. It says judge gets conned, and it says what the hell's judge gets conned. That's the title. This girl is an idiot. She was unhinged, really? Wow. I just see it now. That's funny. That's absolutely funny. Give us the bangs, Lisa. Y'all want the bangs? Robbie don't like the bangs.
I'm so sick of just people being negative and just ugly. That's what I hate. I hate that. And I really despise that. I hate fake. I hate all that. And I just hate ugliness. And that's probably why I'll never be a huge YouTuber, because I'm not fake. And I'm not going to do fake BS to entertain.
Yeah, I don't need to be fake either. And you won't find that with me. Why is it showing? Oh,
Exactly,
that's why.
Oregon Mama.
Got it. Okay. Now I'm out of that screen. I can see. So
I'm going to go sit in the corner with Bud Light and John Caps. And hey, John Caps, you bring the Bud Light, I'll bring Guinness and a bottle of tequila. Get Bud.
Oh my God. Okay. Now I'm being biased.
No, you're not being.
No, I'm being called biased now. I am not being biased. As a matter of fact, I'm being truthful to both sides of that scenario that's gone on. And I am telling my truth. I have met and been around Thomas, and I see what's going on with this transcript and not transcript, this strike, and it's removed. I don't know what else to say. I'm not going to hate on someone that I don't have hate for because something happened between the two of them. To me, it sounds like, you're like, if you're arguing with Tori, do you expect me not to talk to Tori anymore?
Hell no.
That's what it sounds like to me. So I don't know what to say. I'm trying to help the situation out and get them to both understand each other. But it sounds like there's just one side. I don't know. I'm not even going to say that. Okay. I just know Thomas is not a mole.
I don't think Thomas is a mole, and I love Miyagi. And
yeah,
I think those two just need to talk.
I don't know what to do, but if you're going to think that I'm not just because I'm not, I'm posting links from Miyagi's channel here. You know what I mean? I don't know how else, if you want to act like that towards me because I'm just not agreeing with you, I'm sorry. I don't agree that he's a mole. I'm sorry. I just don't. So
okay, can we go?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Uh, what about the aliases Tori found? It was about Germ. What aliases? I'm fine, King Paka. Why do you guys tell me to relax? I'm fine. I don't know what aliases.
It's like Jeremy saying Lisa's a mole. You know that she wants to make a deal.
Yep. The one gathering all the documentation is the mole. That's the one. Yep. The one trying to build the whole case is the mole.
Yeah.
It's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. It's like Jeremy saying that my lawyer called his lawyer. My lawyer never spoke to his lawyer, nor does he want to.
Right.
He's like, that guy's an embarrassment to the law practice. I would never speak to him.
I don't understand it either. So whatever they want to do is fine, you know. And I didn't have I'm getting different reactions from both sides too. So it's like I see one person being a little more aggressive than the other, and I don't understand it. It's this is what happened. Okay, obviously.
Thank you, Ray.
But please direct it towards each other and not here. I'm not being biased in any way, shape, or form.
And I don't think you are.
I'm not.
I don't think you are. I just don't think you should let it happen on your channel, but that's my opinion. And you know what they say about opinion.
And at the same time, in trying to stop it, now it's like I'm being biased. Okay, so, well, then I guess I'm being biased, but I'm not being biased. Either way, we can move on. Do you know if Germ has an arrest record under the name of one of his aliases? It could be possible, but I don't know.
Having an arrest record under one of his aliases, no. They know who you are.
Because if you go to get arrested, they're going to get your IDs.
They fingerprint you, they DNA you.
And not only that, it doesn't mean, though, that he was under a certain name and got arrested and had to give his real name.
Right.
So he could have been under that name. I mean, somebody literally went to his house and told his wife what was going on and him using the other name. So, you know, it's crazy.
I'm sorry, everybody. I just hate when people attack people. I hate this whole Jeremy thing. You guys saw when he attacked me. I moved on. I left it alone. I let him attack me. I didn't care because I am the bigger person and I know who I am. I know what I stand for. And I wasn't about to get in a pissing match over BS that is bullshit. And then it just went too far and Lisa took over when he attacked Guapo.
Here, I have an idea for everybody. I don't care who likes who or what. Shut the fuck up about it on Lisa's channel and drop it. If you have any respect for Lisa whatsoever, drop it. It is so fucking disrespectful to do this on her channel when she's asked you to stop. It's disrespectful. I'm just going to start deleting all the messages. So keep it up.
Amen.
Alrighty. So, yeah, I just want to say one thing. All right.
Ray, good night. God bless and prayers, brother.
Good night, Ray. Thank you, Ray. I just want to say one thing. Okay.
Ray, email me.
I said I would not discuss it unless somebody brought it up. Okay. And then I was going to tell everybody to go over and to their own channels. That's it. And I told Miyagi I was going to send them to her channel. I told another mod. If it's brought up, send them to each of their channels, because I was asked what would happen if it was brought up, and that's what I did. Okay, I showed an image showing that the strike was removed, and that's it. Okay, so you brought it up in my chat last night, and now it's here again. It's been discussed. Whatever happened today. I know nothing about it. Okay, what I do know is this is what happened, and I'm telling you all, if you want to talk about it, go to their channels. Okay? Go to their channels. That's all I can say. But Lisa won't drop it. Well, God, Grandma. It is my channel. It's going on here. So I will have my say. Good night, Sally. You can't see everything that was said on the channel. I wasn't there.
Could you put up my email for Ray, please?
Someone else did. Yes, I'm not saying you brought it up, Miyagi. It was brought up.
Yeah, let me get that.
Thank you.
Which one?
Auctions.
Anyhow.
That's when I'll see it at.
Becky. That's your channel. Listen, yeah. Well, it was questioned. It was going on, and I saw it going by. So this is like you going through another divorce, nothing.
Blondie. I don't know. I've never been through one. Is it what it's like?
I don't know. I've never been through one either, regardless of what Germ says.
I got tons, Sandra.
You're only showing a bit. Well, here's...
Yes, the Pope passed.
Yeah, how are those Yankees doing this year? Are they going to look good?
What? I don't know, Suzanne. I don't know. I didn't see any of it.
Robbie, you heard about the Pope passing, didn't you?
And someone
what?
These bags.
I heard about it at 6 o'clock this morning.
Showing the bangs. Showing the bangs.
It's awesome, King Paco.
If I can find it. There we go.
Are you looking for a stud?
No.
Because I've got the STD. All I need is the U.
Oh no. That's not going to work.
Oh my God.
That's awful.
Are you looking for a stud?
People like it. Let's just let
I've got the STD. All I need is the U.
Oh no. That's not going to work.
Dude.
That's not going to work.
Who is that?
That's supposedly Germ, and that's supposedly Megan Fox.
Oh my God.
Gabe's Chicken Chickens. The bangs. It's the bangs. Oh my goodness. Anyway.
Does she have bangs like that?
No. She just has a whole hair thing, and she thinks she's all special, and I think she actually uses her hair thinking it's like her best trait from her neck up, which it just might be, but Sylvie, she bangs.
No, she definitely does not bang.
Anyway. I am my hubby's sick wife. Apparently, he likes wedding cake.
No kidding.
It's the Bull Wolf cut. Yeah, from the next I don't know, man, but she likes to, get breadsticks and stuff for seeing her
Oh my
hair,
goodness.
making her hair, and all kinds of crazy stuff. So whatever. I mean, it is funny though.
Yeah, Tori, Mom and I were talking about that all this morning. All the Pope stuff. They have the 9 days of right now, and then they go into usually it's required they have 9 days before anything can start to happen.
Me too, Shell Bell.
But this Pope, it's amazing what he's said for his last things. He wants a pine box.
Is that right, Sylvie? As per prophecy, it's the last Pope.
Sylvie, they have said that, but I don't think it's going to be the last Pope. Because there's prophecies, there's
And Stacy.
that are, it's not counted correctly as prophecies go.
JD Vance was his last visit, then he died.
JD Vance did see him, but I think they pushed the Pope too long. People don't realize that the Pope was going through respiratory. He had pneumonia, and he already only had one lung because he lost a lung. He lost a lung before when he was young.
Well, that's because they always stick the popes in there being ancient to begin with.
Well, that's the only way you can become Pope.
You got to be
And
to release
you
all the
you have to be chosen from the Cardinals and a select group of the
That would
Cardinals.
be interesting.
So they already made him do, he did the Easter not mass, but he did an Easter ceremony. Then they made him do other things, and he was pushed to the limit. Then JD Vance did go because he took his family because they are Catholic, and he wanted his kids to go and his wife and everything to go to Rome and see the Pope it's a high mass. And of course, because it's JD Vance, he's going to get to meet the Pope. See, I don't even joke around about the Trump thing. Pope, come on, guys. Really?
Wow.
You can joke about it, Trump, all you want, but don't involve him in religion. Come on.
Religion and politics, not good topics. Shirley's grandma had a framed picture of Pope
Catherine, he did see Vance. He did see Vance and his family. And that's all I'm going to say is, rest in peace. He was a really good Pope. He really was. He was for the people, and he was for the underprivileged people. And it shows because most popes are put on a pedestal and everything, their caskets are oak and steel and everything. And his casket's going to be a pine box open for viewing, and it's not on a pedestal. It's down so people can walk up.
Wow.
And I think
Any gator calls, Robbie?
Oh, I almost had one tonight, but we loaded up and started going, and they said, never mind, it got through the fence.
So the gator getter hasn't gotten gator yet.
Nope. We were going tonight. We were out the driveway. I was getting ready to set up the YouTube, and they called me back and said he went under the fence.
How's the truck doing?
Blondie, the Pope truck's doing awesome. The Pope in the 80s was probably my favorite. I think he came in 77 and went through 88 or 89, something like that. I forget now. That was probably my favorite. This he was Slovakian and
the gator heard you were coming and left.
Germ beat me to it. That's a good one. Frank. Thanks for the laugh. Was it John Paul II in 77? I think he came in.
Guys, I am
That was my favorite Pope.
Oh.
We have. What is it? Did we reach goal? No, we didn't reach goal. We have 7. And guess what? I'm just going to do a giveaway just because, right? So let's do this. I'm going to do it. And
do it. I dare you. I double dog dare you. I triple dog dare you.
Jeremy, are you serious right now? Like, you don't even have to do that. I am doing it.
From 77. The
But
Pope
this
from
is the
77
theme
only
of the
lasted a year.
evening.
Okay, what was it? 78 then, Tori?
It's a long one. Get him in there.
John Paul II came in 78 and left in 2005.
Yeah, that's it. That's the one I liked. That's the one I liked. And this Pope was good too. I liked him.
Get him in there. You're welcome, Carol Crazy. That was the theme of the evening, or the day, actually.
Wasn't he Slovakian, Tori?
Germ made himself look like a fool, and the magistrate debunked his ass. So, I know it's a long one. Just get it in there. Oh, Florida Native, you forgot the hashtag. Email, you might want to watch. It's hilarious. All right, thank you, Project Constitution. Hard to change the subject set, right? Sylvia. Hopefully we just did. Pile 'em up, oh, pile 'em up. Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, Slovak origin.
Get the hashtags in there. Now, Terry, dedunked is not it. It's debunked. You got to do it again, Terry. 89. Let's get it going. Hi, Beth. Get your hashtags in there. No Kool-Aid drinkers or trolls from the cult leader are allowed to participate. What will Randy do next? I don't know. I think he's going to... you're welcome, George. I think he's going to figure out what David Helm did and try and make it look good and amend the complaint. Because I don't think he's going to work hard on it at all. Since he literally took everything from the first case when he tried to add me, Bruce, and Robbie, And that didn't work. He literally took it and used the same information and filed it against 10 people. So what did he do? Oh, what did George say? Yeah, copy and paste. That's what he did. So, Lisa, when it comes to the court, I'm a moron, but it sounds like good news for John and Lynette. Yes, it is. There was never a default judgment like Germ told you there was. That's why I laughed about it the other day. It was basically, it was a lie for sure. And if there wasn't, the judge wouldn't have done what he did today. He could have ordered a judgment against them. I don't think he would have, even because he has knowledge of what's going on with this case. I don't think he would have ordered the judgment anyway.
Budicia, yes, he was from Poland, but he was Slovakian, which means he was Hungarian, Czechoslovakian, and Polish, and I know he spoke Hungarian.
Who has been served and who hasn't speaks volumes too, right? I thought it was odd that the first two people served were the two lawyers.
All I got to say is keep bringing my kids and into it, and you will see a bear emerge. And it's not going to be pretty.
I think that Shockett by serving the two lawyers first. I think what Shockett thought the hardest part was going to be responding to two lawyers. So that's why he did that first. I think it was great for the other people because even if people were pro se,
no magic.
What's going on with the people in the case?
I'm Hungarian, honey.
You have been served a cease and desist letter, like recently.
Flutter got a cease and desist?
No, Thomas.
No, Thomas did?
Yeah.
I've never ever received one.
It's recent.
I've never ever received one, but I've never spoken any BS. I've spoken nothing but the truth.
Exactly. Oh, just the one I've had. How long ago did you get one, though? You got recently one again? No, Thomas just said he only got one.
Okay.
Wow, minions, why not participate? It's free, right? They do, and they've won. They've said so on the fake Facebook page. And then they're bitching that they haven't received it yet. Well, maybe that's why. I don't know. There's a reason why you didn't get it. Maybe that's why. I don't know. It's simpler reason than that, Lisa. He served the attorneys first because they can be served their electronic court system. He doesn't have higher process servers for them. You're right. Thank you, Project.
You don't have to hire process servers for us either because it's done by the Sheriff's Department. It's not a process server. But thank you. Nice try.
No. They're not being rude.
No, but I mean, that goes to him. Him saying that.
When you're serving a lawsuit, it's not a process server.
It's the Sheriff's Department.
They still have to pay the sheriff to do that, though.
Yeah, but it's not the Sheriff's Department. It's the Sheriff's Department, not a process server. Like when you were doing it, it costs more to do it with a process server because that's through a private company.
Right, like for the depot, he had to use a process server. Right. For a lawsuit, they use the sheriff.
Right. And through a process server, you got to supply the money, that's due with it.
1524. So that's like a month before he filed the lawsuit against John and Michelle. They can serve it instantly through the court system. Then why didn't they? Maybe Shaka don't know that. I don't know. Because he served both Bruce and MLS. They were served, not through the court system.
Wow.
Yeah.
Terry, I think I'll join you.
Robbie, Denver has a memorial park dedicated to 1956 Hungarian uprising.
That's
Just
awesome.
into it today. Wow.
That's awesome. That is so
Yeah.
cool. My mom came out in 1956. My grandparents snuck my mother out in 1956.
We have 127 guys. Let's get them in there. Yeah, Bruce was. Jeremy made a big stink about Bruce being served, and they were trying to say he was dodging being served, and no, he wasn't. First off, when you're serving someone, do you know their schedule? I mean, apparently he thinks he did. But you don't know people's schedules, so trying to say somebody dodged something that they didn't is quite.
I've never dodged anything. I got left a thing on my gate. I called and they never answered. My lawyer called, they never answered, and we just went about life.
You do not have to buy in to qualify for the giveaways. Who said that? No, the dude said you don't. Where'd that come from?
All right. Also, I want to know is who's got the tequila because I can use a shot.
You should pour some of that tequila in that new decanter you got.
I got so many different tequilas.
Arkin Grandma said don't be drawn until she gets back.
Okay, I'm waiting. We got 132 entries. Get your entries in, guys. Hashtag debunked germ. Tammy's already on the loser couch. You guys are funny. We might need to make a 3D couch.
I'm okay with whiskey as long as it's a Irish whiskey.
If you're not a supporter of Chili's in a Pod, you cannot enter the giveaways. Duh. I mean, if you don't have to support.
Some good vodkas.
I don't even know what to say to that. Honestly, like trolls can enter, and obviously they don't
love you. God bless and prayers.
But yet they're here watching, so I don't know whether they like it or not. They're somehow supporting. So I mean, how do we even say that? How does the giveaway work, Lisa? Basically, you put a hashtag debunk Germ in the chat, and you get entered into the giveaway. When I hit draw. I'm trying to say it without the New York accent. When I hit draw, it will go through everybody's names and pop one out. And that person wins. And they just have to make sure that I have their shipping address. And I send a crystal. It is a crystal, but you don't know what kind of crystal it is. Unless I show it. Which they've all been surprises. Except the other night, I gave away that rose lollipop. And then I send it out to you.
So
but I only
depends what color. Is it the rose?
Yeah,
Steffi?
I did the rose lollipop. Oh, don't Stacy, sorry.
Rose tequila, rose blanco.
Can't say anything. This gets blown out of proportion. Flutter, you're good. I don't even know where that came from. You're good. No vodka. The one and only time I got sick drunk was on vodka. That was 40 plus years ago. The only time I got sick drunk was when I first was at a party and I was drinking a bunch of beer that I don't like. I ended up coming home and
you got to have a good martini.
Well, a lot of people support with super chats. They're supporting the channel. It does help with the giveaways for sure. But it's, if we get 10 super chats, I'll definitely do a giveaway. I do it every night that I'm live, which is like 5 to 6 nights a week. So
Todd, join us.
Here, Robbie, a shot of tequila for you. Looks like tequila.
Oh,
Shut up, John Caps. Tell me how to get that in.
I think I'm up to like.
There's a monthly charge, and that's for supporting the channel as well.
I think I'm up to like 35 different bottles of tequila.
Strictly loves a good dirty martini.
Oh yeah.
Kahlua.
Strictly, you're not kidding.
Was that good? It looks like tequila.
I love tequila, but it's weird because
how crazy. I'm allergic to alcohol. I break out in handcuffs.
that was great. No, it's because I'll only do like Saturday nights. I'll have 2 drinks with my wife, and she will drink martinis, and I will have
Malibu rum when I have it, Bonnie.
I will have 2 Irish mules, which is Jameson's, ginger beer, ginger ale, and there. And every once in a while, the only beer I will drink is Guinness, and that's every once in a while.
Story time with Robbie night. Oh my goodness. All right, what time is it? It's 12:58. We are going to hit this jaw at 1 a.m., guys. 1 a.m. Them's too fancy for me, Robbie. 151 daiquiris.
Oh, God. There you go.
Oh, I never liked the taste of beer. I really never liked the taste of alcohol. And so I don't drink. Well, that plus the fact that I used to pick all my friends up off the floor, and I'd have to drag them out to the car and then drag them to their house. You know what I mean? Like, it was just way too much. I'm like, I never want to look like that. I do not like the taste
crazy
of it.
lady. No. You cannot put tequila over crushed ice. No. You can't water it down like that.
Scotch. My dad used to drink scotch on the rock.
Tequila has to be done at room temperature.
Oh, Kim Shoot, thank you so much. One more to reach goal. We're already doing the giveaway. Thank you, honey. Thank you. I hate beer. It's not strong enough. I drank 830 more.
John Caps tries to kill my bottle of tequila all the time in the corner.
I drank 830 martinis at my niece's wedding, and they had a luggage cart to get me back to the room. Shut up, John Caps.
My favorite whiskey is Jameson's.
It's weird. It depends on the drink. Gabe and I went somewhere, and he got me a wine cooler, and I'm like, all right. I was literally buzzing after like half of it.
Wait, where's all my Australia people in here?
Aussie Tina. Jared.
Where's Aussie Tina?
I don't know if they're here. I haven't seen them.
Where's Strat Lover?
Strat Lover. Miyagi. But I think Miyagi. There's Ozzy. There's Tina.
Ozzy. I was in Melbourne, and we were at my best friend Jason's.
Nikki. There's Jared. We
were at my best friend Jason's
Marin's an Aussie
surf competition in Melbourne, and no, it was in Newcastle.
Oh, hold on.
I'm sorry, not Melbourne. It was in Newcastle.
There you go, Tori. Sorry.
And I was wearing a Jameson's t-shirt.
Got her.
And it just so happened the owner of Jameson's was there. And he said, "Where'd you get that t-shirt?"
Bell's Beach, Robbie?
It was in Newcastle. I don't remember the beach. The toilet bowl thing is there. The thing where it's the hole in the ground where it sinks down and it shoots you back up.
Thanks, Water.
But it was so cool. We went to that bar out there, right there, and the owner of Jameson's was there. and I was wearing a Jameson's t-shirt. And he said something to me, and I was talking to him, and he said, "You're not from Australia." And I said, "No, I'm from the United States. I'm from Florida." And we were talking, and he goes, "Jameson's, huh?" And I was like, "Yeah, it's my favorite whiskey. There is no substitute. I'm a good Catholic boy." And he laughed, and he goes, he gave us a case of Jameson's to take home. And it was cool as hell. He was a nice guy. I forget his name. I can look it up. I have it written down somewhere. But I met him there, and it was awesome. It was cool.
John Caps likes Jim Beam and Mountain Dew. Is that what you want me to read?
I can't do Jim Beam or Jack Daniels. It gives you heartburn.
Whoops.
Mad Dog 2020. Night Train.
We're gonna draw. We have 138 entries. Are you ready? I'm 3 minutes late.
Awesome.
Yep, here we go. Here we go. 138. One more time. Get it in there. People are getting it in. All right, here we go. 138. Go. Oh my God, it's Kathy.
Aussie Tina, he always goes to the surf comps.
My Storm Killer, Patty, Trisha, WZK, Jolene Delaney. Congratulations. Melissa's ready for the couch. Congratulations, Jolene. Whoop whoop. Make sure I have your shipping address. Packages are going out. You'll get caught in this shipment if you get them to me. Congratulations. Right. By the way, all you guys that got the crystals the other day, they're going out with, so they'll be sent.
Aussie, it might have been. I'd have to look it up.
Jolene.
Jolene.
Did you say Jolene?
Jolene.
Jolene?
Jolene.
Do you not know who Jolene is?
Jolene?
Jolene.
Jolene is the gator down at Gatorland who is missing her bottom jaw.
Oh, okay.
And guess who endorsed that gator?
You did.
We drank it. I left it there with him. We drank a couple bottles there. No, I did not. But guess who endorsed that gator?
Who?
Some famous singer. She's got blonde hair and
Dolly
big
Parton.
boobies.
Oh, she was loving that.
Jolene. Teresa scared me. I thought I saw woo woo there.
It's her top jaw. Yeah.
We don't do woo here.
Jolene.
We don't do woo here.
That's why Savannah named that gator that.
That's cool. To the loser couch, I go, oops, I never left that. Joy, you're funny.
Joy, don't worry. John and I never leave it.
Oh, Terry just told you to stop singing, Tori.
I don't
Tori
care.
can sing. Tori can sing.
Like Tori cares.
Terry acts like he cares that I give a shit about what he has to say.
Sandra, my dad loved Canadian
Tori,
Club.
did you have coffee today?
Did. I actually did. I'm tired.
Mike and I, God bless and prayers, bro.
Good night, expiration date.
You do realize I tore down my area and rebuilt it during my
Todd's
life.
got his space on the couch with John and I and Bud Light.
You make Terry feel unemployment. Unimportant.
Unemployment. Terry, you're employed.
Yes,
Terry, you're more than welcome to join us on the couch.
He's about
John
ready.
Caps, good night, buddy.
Terry's
Prayers.
getting ready to retire again from another
White
country.
Russians?
Oh man,
There's
I used
like
to drink some things.
There's
left and
3
right.
conversations going on here. Plus chat.
White Russians. I used to make those and drink them. I was good at that one.
Shellbell.
White Russians are good.
Yeah,
Good night,
they are.
Steppy Sue. Me? I'm fine. Not
Thought
me.
I would have.
And
I just
Gabe's
like-
been
I like
sleeping, so
color.
there's no like even attempt for a contact time or anything like that. So no, I'm good.
Kahlua and milk, if mixed with the right quantities of it, tastes just like chocolate milk. Guzzle that stuff down like there's no
Oh,
tomorrow.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
The bigger couch. It's time to go to bed. I'm a couple of time zones west of you. Good night, Strictly.
Good night, Strictly.
Snapple
Good night,
Apple.
Strictly, honey.
What is that,
Couple of-
Snapple and Crown?
West. Oh.
Good night, Oregon Grandma.
I need to go to bed too.
What?
Again. Doing a signed picture of Phil Rudd just before from a friend of his. Wow. Cool. The shops are always opening when we're live.
Yeah.
No, it's a Snapple Apple. Google it. Like an actual Snapple?
Spice rub, yeah. I love rub runners with 151 floaters.
That's all Terry ever does is go shopping.
What time is your doctor appointment tomorrow, Tori?
The doctor's appointment is at 2:30. I have to leave here. In about an hour.
Absolutely, Jennifer. Prayers
I
up,
need to
hon.
be there by 2:15. I have to leave here by 1 o'clock, but then I have to back it up because I have to go to the post office and yell at them for not putting any notification in my box for the 2 packages they have sitting there. I went to the post office today and picked up 2 packages that were in my mailbox. I had no notice of any other packages. I get home, I'm on my live and find out that I have 2 packages sitting there that are going to be sent back in a couple of days if I don't go pick them up.
Hey, you know what I just noticed?
What?
Todd, John, Bud Light. Where's Kyle? Kyle's
Yeah,
not
where is
in the
Kyle?
couch. Kyle's not on the couch with us. I'm looking to my left and Kyle's not there.
I think he fell through the crack. I think you guys are sitting on him.
Guys, I'm feeling pretty offended. Kyle didn't join us tonight on the couch.
Kyle might be working or something. I didn't see Kyle. Good night, Kim.
He's in Vegas.
Oh, doesn't that kind of tell you everything you need to know?
Yeah, he's out partying.
Blame Lisa.
He's under a couch somewhere.
Terry never makes it to the couch. He just hangs out there with you guys.
He's traveling. He mentioned it in chat the other day, Jennifer said. He's gambling then. Ooh. Todd said he kicked him off.
No, he didn't. You can't kick Kyle off.
Ed says he's in the other corner on his queen size air mattress.
Kyle's like my bro.
Strat wants measurements for the new couch.
Strat wants to join us. You're welcome to, Strat.
We should do like a couch keychain or something.
We're starting a band on the couch.
Do I need to make
Taurus.
leather couches?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Leather couches would be
Just
cool.
gonna-
Can you make a leather couch as small as for a keychain?
That'd be to make it 3D would be a bit much.
Yeah.
Nobody would want the keychain. They wouldn't want to pay for it. Would it be
Bury
done?
the losers.
That's funny. Will there be a loser lounge on the cruise? Sure. We can have whatever we want. But I don't think we should call it a loser lounge because everybody
Ed gets on the couch and then he jumps off and runs back into the chat.
Or is it a lizard lounge?
Ed misses the chat too much to join us on the couch. He joins us and then he leaves.
Good night, One Voice.
I'm like, Ed, welcome to the couch. And he jumps up and runs back into the chat. I think we scare Ed.
3D printed couch. That'd be hard to sit on, though.
Well, we can do
It's gonna be. I have my hair mattress.
Engrave, like a name on the 3D print. Can you do that? Like, can you engrave?
I'm debating on taking my computer with me to the hospital
Uh-huh.
because I'm gonna be there for like 4 days.
You better take it with you.
Do I stream from the hospital just and have a socialization chat so I don't miss out?
There you go, Blondie.
You could.
Kristen is always gonna be.
Yep.
Melissa's not on a loser couch. She's in a recliner in the corner. She's watching everything going on a loser couch.
Yeah, your baby is your baby forever, no matter how old they are.
I scare everybody because
Children. I had grandchildren, and my mom would walk up and stand in front of me. My mom was only 5 foot tall, and so she would reach up over her head and put her hands on my shoulders and tell people, "This is my baby." I had grandchildren, and my mama was calling me her baby. And you know what? I didn't mind not one bit.
Kristen.
Guys, just so you know, if you want an original Fleesa,
Blacklight room.
if you want an original 3D Fleesa, you can get them. It's on our merch store now. They're available. They're $15. You can get them in any color you want. The black ones, though, they're like a rubber. They're a different kind of rubber, but they're cool, man. So that you get the original Fleesa flea. It's there.
Bonnie, I call Z my baby, Cass my baby, Piper my baby.
And Z is definitely taller than his dad.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. He's taller.
He's got me by an inch.
He'll be his daddy's baby boy forever.
Yep.
That never changes. And I've told my child that. And when she does it to the kids, and I'm like, you'll always be your mama's baby. That never changes. Be thankful your mother still wants you.
We got to have Mickey on the couch.
Where is Bud Light? At least y'all ain't complaining and bickering about the Christian men anymore.
Now we're complaining about the couch.
No, it's about the couch.
I love my girls and I love my son, and nothing will ever change
Lisa?
that.
I've been traveling. No, not laughing at you, Pam. It's just funny.
Damn, Gammy, damn it.
It would be me. I'm a flea. You know, it's the two
What's
fleas
up, cuz?
from the germs. And so they found a 3D printer, and they're like, "Oh, I can make all these fleas." And I'm like, "Well, that's funny. We got a flea printer right here." So Stacy's got it. Stacy could do it, and she did. She created the original Fleesa flea. So
Mickey, with you and I on here, it's a damn sturdy couch, brother.
Yeah, the bitches better move over and share the
Lisa
tequila.
Joy.
Robbie,
By the way, sorry.
Yeah.
You left the peach cobbler here.
Yes, I know.
Okay.
I figured you would eat it. I wasn't going to try to bring it home and it not make it because it got spilled or something.
I still have some.
Eat it.
Tisa.
You know, it's funny. You know the chocolate mousse that you brought back from Robbie's?
Yeah.
Gabe came out the next night and he goes, excuse me, but I just want to say that big ass pan of that chocolate stuff with the cookies on top of it, I had not one piece of it. And I said, well, there wasn't that much left, Gabe. It came from Robbie's. He goes, oh, okay. He thought we ate the whole thing. He goes, what was that? I said it was chocolate mousse. He's like, no way. I'm like, yep, way.
Yeah, I've got to get her to give me that
I
recipe.
didn't get a piece of it.
I'm going to have to ask her for that recipe.
That was delicious. I had 2 huge plates of it. I had 1 small plate and then 2 huge plates.
A t-shirt with the loser couch on it. Yeah, we could do that.
No, Mickey, I was not driving. My husband was. I slept all the way home.
Tori did leave a bag here, and she knows about it, so she's gonna.
It's batting. It's stuffing. It's cheap. Batting doesn't cost that much, so I'll leave that one there for if I ever need it again, and I'll just buy another one because I know I'm making at least one more cat.
She needs to make a Crayola.
Well, you're more than welcome to sign up for a commission, but you go. But I'll have to figure out how to alter the pattern to turn it into a Crayola.
I think some of Michelle's recipes should go into the Get Swamp cookbook. Well, that buffalo dip.
Yeah, she needs to send me the recipes.
Yeah.
I've told her the same as I tell everybody, send me your dadgum recipes.
Are you implying your hubs is a sucky driver, Tori?
No, not at all. I'm implying that there's idiots on the road that make you have to hurry up and slow down fast or swerve because they're driving like idiots. And they're bad drivers.
Yeah, the only thing you got to make sure of is that there's gas in the car.
That there's what?
Gas in the car.
There's gas in the car.
Yes, his biggest problem is letting it run out of gas or letting it get really low.
Local clubs we really in the field. We invite everyone we know, especially ones who can't take a vacation. Bring a tent. We hire a DJ. And we make lots of food and have a bonfire. That's cool, Blondie.
Oh, wow.
That's cool. We can't do that. Robbie, it's already getting muggy here. It was hot in here today.
Oh, stop it.
It was hot.
It was not.
It was hot.
Not.
Tori leaves and the humidity rises.
Stop. It was beautiful today.
Tori. Well, I was also not outside. I was in here. It was the warmth was like sucked in or something. Okay. What time we got? 1:20. Tori, we have second traffic here in northern Wisconsin.
Hey, Lisa, did you notice my lemur tonight?
He's hanging upside down. What the fuck you? Excuse me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mal. Uh-oh.
Is the end of his tail?
Do we have Mo Magic?
Yes.
Mo Magic. Mo Magic. Mo
It's
Magic.
the end of his tail. I love that.
Oh, this is cool. Oh, we're doing it. We're so doing it. Oh, there's quite a few. Guys, wait till you see the Loser Lounge. We got it. It is going to look absolutely freaking fabulous. Oh, my God. And we're going to make it look exactly like this. All 4 of these images. I'm going to tell you. What?
Preston.
She says she's lucky she doesn't fall over putting her underwear on.
Oh my goodness. We should put some like this is a big Loser Lounge because we're gonna put all of this. And I see some alcohol on the table. Hold on, please.
Getting rid of your car and getting a scooter, really, Terry? Is that the best thing you should do? Didn't you just get a convertible?
Fred said good night. God bless and prayers.
Good night, Crimson. See you tomorrow.
Good night, Crimson. Let's see. I got to show the Losers Couch. You guys are gonna love this. Psychedelic.
Have you even ridden in your car without the roof, Terry? Good night, Carol.
Look at that. This is going to be the Losers Lounge on the cruise. And we have it from all different angles. Check it out. Look at that. Beautiful.
That's for the antisocial people that don't want to get too close to anyone else. They have to sit in their own little chair.
Yeah. And then look at that. Psychedelic. Look at that. Gorge. That's freaking fabulous. I love it. And not to change it, but it's right next. Yeah, there it is. See, this is what DJ Radis did. And this is like a live of me, Ray, and I don't even know what the hell it is, but that's what that is.
It's made up bullshit.
It's absolute made up bullshit. But how cool is that? Gorge. Here is our.
Give me the big couch there so I can lay across it.
All right. I love these. Look at these. Look at the stairs going up. Cool. I'm loving it. So we're going to have a VIP area, I think.
Bud Light, what's up, brother?
And then this is the VIP area. Yeah. And look, we got like a keyboard happening here, so there's gonna be some music. You know, we'll do some like acoustic jams or something. I think it'll be pretty cool. I hope shrooms are being served in the lounge. You think we need some? Psychedelic. But look at the Losers Lounge.
Damn, I've been yelling at you all night and you just come in.
I gotta go to bed.
Yeah, Tori's got to get up and go to the doctor.
She don't go to the doctor till 2 p.m. Who you kidding?
I gotta work.
You know what? She's got to sleep and she's got to work.
I gotta work. I gotta sleep. Then I gotta work. Then I gotta go to the post office and yell at them and get my other 2 packages. Yeah. And then go to the doctor.
You good, Bud Light? All good.
Loving it.
Because
He's having a hot day.
friends
Good night, Sam Fire. God bless and prayers. Sandra, good night. God bless and prayers.
Good
I
night,
got a package
Sandra.
from Ren and a package from Tree of Life sitting there.
I'm picturing sunglasses, black lights, shrooms, Bud, and Pink Floyd.
I'm good at that.
I might fall
How about
into like the universe.
How about some Thin Lizzy? Thin Lizzy.
Boys are back in town.
Terry, I swear to God, I've never met a man that goes shopping more than you.
Right?
Every day.
I know.
Shops are open. I'll talk to you later. Bye.
Yep.
Is this the layout for the cruise ship? This is the layout for the Losers Lounge.
Oh, crap. My knees hurt.
But everybody on the
Ed,
ship,
you have to go.
you're on the ship, you're winning. We're just calling it the Losers Lounge. And we already have, it's already decorated and everything. We have the whole layout. So that's what it is.
Oh, that was stupid.
We do things fast here.
That was stupid. I shouldn't have done all the stuff I did.
Shit, we might as well have Brett and Cece show up. And we could invite them onto the cruise. They like doing those things. That's not
Cece
big
will
enough.
go.
Oh no, it's big enough, but like you missed it. It's got a whole bunch of room. This is just one. It's just showing you one side, and then we got a VIP area. See, there's another one there. And
But like we get the losers lounge.
And then this is. Hold on, where'd it go? Why didn't it click? That's the VIP area. So you go up the stairs that you saw there, and you get to the VIP area. See, the stairs are on the opposite side. So let's show you. Well, whoop, that's somewhere in the middle. That's
I
the
never
opposite.
hang out in a VIP area. I go to the losers area.
Every lounge has a VIP.
I'd rather be in the losers lounge right there.
Oh, no, thank you, Sylvie.
Tag Megan, Martha, and Germ serving me my drinks. They'll be looking for work.
No, thank you.
You're not allowed on
That's
the cruise. I'm sorry. He'd be like secretly recording, trying to document and get content for his channel. Never happening. But I hang out wherever the Bud Light is served.
Well, duh, that's in the losers lounge. I already stated that earlier. Bud Light can have his Bud Lights. I'll have a Guinness and my bottle of tequila.
Gonna be lots of lounges. Lots of fun. You know what? I'm so gonna make something out of this, and we are gonna have an event, and it's gonna be pretty wild. So Bud Light might as be drinking water. Sorry, are you okay, Hoey? Hoey.
Howie.
Sapphire.
Sapphire.
She missed
on,
it.
I'm not a Howie.
As the anchor for the boat.
I'm fine. I know, honey.
Right,
I'm
Christy?
cruise here. We're going everywhere.
I'm just
We're going
prepping
everywhere.
for knee surgery, and I've overdid it today. I knew better than to do it, but I did it anyway. I don't care.
Cruise around the world. Yep. Oi, oi, oi.
I don't know about it around the world. That's too dangerous. Let's just sit in the Gulf.
Oh my God. You don't want to go nowhere. You didn't want to go skydiving. You want to sit in the Gulf.
Well, who wants to go skydiving anyway?
Well,
Why
I
jump
sure
out of a
would.
perfectly good airplane?
Gabe would. Gabe would.
Well, he's weird.
Gabe would. He'll
Which I would
probably
tell him to
we'll have
face.
like all of those kind of like sports like things happening too. They can have their fun. Why not?
See, we have to go around the world so we could pick up the Australians.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys go over there. I'll join you in the Gulf.
Starting in the Gulf.
No, we end in the Gulf.
You're going to be missing over half the trip. We'll pick you up in the
Yeah,
Gulf.
we gotta get
Back
strapped.
around to Australia to drop them off.
Yeah.
Basically, those that start the trip is going to make 2 revolutions around the world. Come on.
Where's the mentally unhinged freak area?
Right there, the losers lounge.
It's around the corner. It has all the little padded rooms in it. So you can go close yourself in, and the round rooms, and then you can go find the corner.
You guys are funny.
Oh,
My
Lisa,
brother
it's your
has a
fault.
60. What?
I said it's your fault.
My fault. Oh God!
Oh,
Now
no.
we're gonna start a blame Lisa thing.
Why the hell not? No, I knew
Why-
better, and I used my leg to push something,
And it's
put
my fault.
I put a strain on my knee.
Why is it my fault?
Because you weren't here to tell me not to do it.
Oh my goodness. Hey, is my package there?
It sure is.
It is.
Yeah, it's only your Christmas stuff from your cousin.
Oh my god.
It's the stuff that came in my Christmas package from her. The package I got at Christmas time. It wasn't a Christmas package, but it's the stuff I got around Christmas, and it came in after I left to go back over.
You gotta send us a office box. I'll definitely get it, and I don't have to worry about how big it is and the lady putting the stick in and having to chase her around. I love that song, by the way. What? I can't see the temp. My malachite line's in the way. Oh, there it is.
I've got the blankets on.
It's 71.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is 71.
I went
shopping. I went Rocky Mountain climbing. I went.
I knew you were lying. It's 68.
It's 71.
No, it is not. It is 68 in
right on my
Bushtown.
computer. I'm looking right at it. It's 71.
I'm looking at it right now. It is 68. She's lying to me, and my body doesn't lie.
It's 71 degrees. Well, here it is 71.
Okay. Where she is,
I'm warmer than you.
And it's 70 by Kimberly.
I'm south of you guys.
Okay, well, it's 71 here.
You're
70 by
Kim. My phone tells me that you're 3 degrees cooler than she is. Yep.
It's my fault you got debunked by Germ. Blame Lisa.
Yeah. Come on.
52 in Sheffield Lake, Ohio. 57.
Oh
where are the pee pads? If you want a giveaway, you'll be seeing pee pads. You'll be seeing them pee pads.
There, Lisa, look.
What? Are you actually trying to prove to me it's 60-something degrees?
68. I knew it. My body doesn't lie. I'm shivering.
You're shivering.
I am. I've got the blankie on me.
Well, I'm going to tell you something right now. It's 71 degrees and mostly cloudy here.
It is 68 and mostly cloudy here.
Wind gusts are up to 10 miles an hour. Oh. Well, I'm warmer than you. I don't know what to tell you. Jelly? I don't know.
Oh my goodness, Kristen, you crazy.
It was 75 here today. I felt like I was in Florida. Oh, it is April, guys. It's the end of April. It should start getting warmer.
Sapphire, God bless prayers.
I probably have like 2 weeks. I'm going to have to throw the AC on in here.
Oh.
My phone says you're both at 72. I'll take that. It's called menopause. Rocky Mountain climbing. 2.7 seconds.
That's menopause, isn't it?
And I love deeper.
No, because I'm always freezing.
I can't stand hot weather either.
It was 90 something today. It was awesome.
It was 90? What?
Yeah.
That's why it was hot in here. That's why it was hot in here. I didn't know it got that high.
Yeah.
Screw that. See, I like Florida when it's anywhere between like 74 and 85 tops.
It was like 91 today.
Yeah, that's why it was hot in here. My house was on 70, and it still felt like it was hot in there. Which means I'm probably getting ready to have like I'm gonna have to clean out that AC thing again. I drive everyone. That's the fan is on. The fan is up. Oh, my fan is always on. As a matter of fact, I have 2 fans in here right now. And I have a ceiling fan in the bedroom and a fan on my nightstand. I always have a fan going. I have to have circulating air around me. Did we lose Tori?
No,
No.
Oh, okay. You both got so quiet.
I'm tired.
Oh, yeah. Well, Tori's got to go to work. And Lisa, check your messenger. Debunk it while Robbie's on here. Okay. Hold, please.
What is it?
I don't know. I'm going to let you know. Hold on. You might have already
But
debunked
did
it.
we already debunk it already tonight?
I'm not sure. Is it a video? What is it? The Magistrate debunked video. Robbie comments around 1.45 JH a child molester. What?
I never called JH a child molester.
That's bullshit. Everybody who was here tonight, did you hear any of that? And it was posted by an anonymous participant. Go figure.
Yeah, go figure.
The Magistrate debunked video. Debunked.
Did I ever call Jeremy a child molester?
No, absolutely not. Nobody here did. Nobody did. As a matter of fact, I'll say it again. When someone used the word pedo against him, both Tori and I went, oh no, hell no. Don't even say that. Not true. Mm-hmm. And it was Slug that did that.
Yep.
So, yeah. We actually
So-
defended Jeremy there.
He called him a PDF file.
Yes.
That's his term for it.
Nice try.
We
You
didn't say
piece
that.
of
That wasn't even
shite.
mentioned. They lie so much.
Little
It's
slime
not-
ball did that.
Here's the thing to all you trolls out there. Anything that is brought up on my channel, I have the proof. I have the entire video.
Oh, God, Joy.
I will bring my laptop wherever I am. I will let the judge click on my YouTube studio from my account and just click on any video that is brought up, and he can play it all in its full length if he wants to. Germ is not going to go with these lies and get away with them. He tries to say I said I was a PR. They keep running. I said I was her PR. If I was Michelle's PR, and I said this before, if I was her PR team, she would not be speaking on social media at all, on Facebook, on YouTube, anywhere. She would not be speaking at all if I was, in fact, her PR team. Even though I'm not her PR team, I've actually told her not to speak, but she's going to do what she wants to do. Okay.
Listen, even when Guapo, when George's sister said that about Jeremy,
Yeah.
I said, listen, those are accusations. You can't
They're
really,
alleged until they're proven true.
right.
Yep.
So
The accusations are out there. What she said to Guapo is true about the accusations being out there. They are out there. They're real. Now, whether he did something or not is
you guys
totally
are-
alleged.
yeah, don't accuse him of that. That's ridiculous.
Unless he's proven guilty
So
of that.
anything is proven, don't accuse people of stuff like that.
Is he a bully? Absolutely. Does he harass people? Absolutely. Does he lie his ass off? Absolutely. It's proven. We've proved it. But, you know.
But like that just goes to show you what liars and everything they are. It's like
Yeah.
it's like them saying I hate veterans. Why don't you watch our real video and see what John said and I agreed with?
Mhm.
I hate people who abuse children. I hate people who attack children. And that's the bottom line. And if you got a problem with that, come up to my face and say it.
Yeah. Yeah. But unless if you're proven guilty of it, then sorry. Don't be saying that around here. Because that's a serious crime. You know what I mean?
That is.
And that literally ruins people's lives in seconds. And I'm not saying it's not true. I have no idea. I don't know. But you got to be, that's got to be proven. That's serious. And I honestly think someone like Slug that says shit like that, there's people like him that do that and accuse people of things like that are absolutely insane. They throw that around the same way they throw around the word narcissist all the time. They just throw this out all the time. And there are people that really legitimately are narcissists and are those names. But when you throw those words around so much, it takes away from the real
authenticity.
And it makes it like so. Like for instance, you got like those shows. Like you have Jerry Springer, you have Steve Wilkos. And I know people like to watch them and stuff like that. But like the whole like I'm not your father thing, like that's a serious situation. You know what I mean? And it's out there so much now that people aren't shocked by it. People aren't,
Bug Light. I love you, bro.
It takes away from the seriousness of it all, and it makes light of a situation. And I don't think people should be doing that. And someone like Slug does that. He calls everybody that.
44 degrees.
And I think that's terrible. And that's not the case here. And Michelle did not call them that. We did not call him that. And I think it's sick that they even went that route to try and blame somebody for that.
That's all they got. That's all they got.
They don't even have that. Now all of a sudden they're trying to say there's witnesses to seeing them 2 years later. Witnesses seeing them put out the signs. It's a lie because it didn't happen. Just like it's a lie that I'm trying to make a deal with Shaka. Now I want to know who's lying. Is this what Randy's telling him? Prove it. Prove it. That's defamation. It is 100% a lie. And now there's only two ways he could say that. Is his legal team told him that, or he's lying. It's one or the other. It's either Randy or Jeremy. And Jeremy put it out there. And George did too.
And Sylvie, what I say happens to Chomos. They're protected.
What happened? Sorry.
That's what I said.
What's happening in jail is... Oh, is that what you were talking about? Is that what they're referencing to?
I guess. I don't know.
That still doesn't say that you're...
I'm not accusing him.
Again, watch the whole video. The whole video is there. What was said is there. That's it. Say what you want. Take your little snip. Even change it around. I got the whole damn thing. It's right here, and it will still be sitting here. So, make up all the lies you want.
All right.
Whatever.
On that note,
I'm going to bed.
You're going to bed.
So he's got to go to bed.
I'm sitting here. My eyes are closing.
I'm going to go do my shot of tequila and go to bed.
Yeah, we're all going to go take some good rest.
Yep.
I'm probably going to be up for a while, though.
Because no matter what, you guys will spin it like you want to hear it. And the fact of the matter is, it's right here, and she's got it saved, so it's a lie.
Yeah.
So, y'all know who I am. You know what I'm about. You know the people I can't stand in the world. And I've even stated, I don't think Jeremy deserves prison. I wouldn't wish that on anyone except for one person, And we all know who that one person is. And it's not Germ. It's that stupid bitch who lives in the Netherlands who did unspeakable stuff to my son.
The catfish.
Yep.
L's.
There's Angel.
So we will be live tomorrow night. Tori, you going live tomorrow?
Yes.
Okay. So Tori will be live tomorrow around 5:30-ish.
I'll be live Wednesday.
Tomorrow at 10. Robbie will be here with us. And then Robbie goes live on Wednesday at 5:30.
Yep.
Yeah.
So thank you all for hanging out with us and supporting us. And I'm going to try and see Ed. I don't know.
Good night.
Good night, Thomas. Yeah, Thomas has been here all night. Thank you all for hanging out with us and supporting us. And thank you to our mods. Definitely go and check their channels out. Prayers up to everybody who needs them. And even if you don't, Jennifer W., our prayers are with you and your family. Prayers for my cousin Kendra. I know she's definitely not having a good time. I haven't even heard from her. So prayers for everybody.
Prayers up.
Thank you all. And guys, try to be kind to each other. And just have a fabulous week. Have a fabulous day tomorrow. And we'll see you tomorrow night. Thank you all so much. Say good night, guys.
Good night, guys.
And
Robbie,
keep the faith.
do your thing.
Keep the faith. Ta-ta for now.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye. 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 Bye-bye.
Ta-ta.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.